No. Do you have a go live? Oh, I can't ask you. Hey guys. What's up, everybody? Oh, crime soap opera. Hey. Are you new here? I haven't seen you around. Cool. Hello. If you're still here, I don't know. 901. Oh, yeah. That was just a minute ago. Okay. Hey, Mez. I love your banner. I love that. Or your banner, your picture. You should come up tonight when I put up the link, Mez, if you want. We're going to do open panel. So you guys, hopefully there's some people out there right now that are going to come up. That are planning on coming up and chatting with us. So what I'm going to just give my thoughts real quick. I don't have many on this second part, really. I don't know if I should even go over the first part again because I'm sure it's a lot of the same people. So I'm going to just kind of maybe like 10 minutes, and then Bella's going to come up and talk, and then we're going to invite people. So how many people watched it? It was pretty interesting. I actually was, hey, Jackie, did you got your shirt today? Yay. Do you like it? She's the one that won the merch giveaway. She got a shirt. Did you like it? I hope. Wow, that was quick. I'm glad you got it. Oh, Crime Powwow. Okay, you changed your name. Okay, cool. I'm glad you told me. Gaily Gale, you're back to just Gaily Gale. Okay, you didn't get to see the first part, but you were here yesterday when we were discussing it, right? Because I don't know if I'm gonna. It might come up as we're discussing the panel, but I'm probably not gonna just go over all my thoughts on the first one again. But I'm sure a lot of that will come up when people come up, and because I do want to ask like different people how they felt about it. But so I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the second one, and then like I said, the panel will go over everything. So what did you guys think of it though? I thought it was pretty good. I actually agreed with Dr. Phil, his conclusion. I did agree, and it's what we were just saying. Like I don't think they had anything to do with it. I don't think that they would hurt their kids. If anything, I thought maybe there was an accident, like maybe there was an accident Candus did, but nothing that you would think that they would purposely hurt their kids. No. He said, Dr. Phil said basically because of the timeline, it wouldn't fit because they wouldn't have been able to get Summer's body far enough away that they would have found her by now with all the search rescue, because the timeline, when they called the cops and they were there, and the timeline just doesn't fit for them to have got her so far away that they wouldn't have found her somewhere by now. That's what he said. But they both, he said, I don't think you had anything to do with it. And I believe that he wasn't just saying that. I feel like Dr. Phil probably doesn't. But, and so did the behavior panel. Well, they don't think that they really had anything to do with the Summer's disappearance, I'll just say. They think Dawn's being honest, which I agree too, as far as like him having anything to do with it. And let me just look at my notes because now I'm forgetting what I wrote. Hold on. I don't have a ton of them. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Oh, I wanted to point out, Bella, remind me when you come up. So this time Don said, because remember we were talking about when he said that she's gone, and this is what I think he meant. And now that he said this, I know you're going to disagree, because Bella thinks when he said she's gone, when he kept saying like when Don pulled up to the house that day that he said that he knew she was gone. And me and Bella kind of disagree what we think he means when he said that. I think he meant that she was just gone, that she was taken. She's not in this area. She was abducted. Somebody took her. She's not here. She's not in this area. She's not on our property. She's gone. Somebody took her. That's what I felt like he meant. Bella thinks otherwise, which she explained yesterday. She could elaborate more when she comes up. But he said, this is what Don said. So he's explaining that morning or that day. And he says that my heart sunk because I knew she was abducted. So this time he kind of changes the wording. And this could still just go with what Bella said. He changes his wording to fit because he hears all the criticism. But I still just think that's what he meant. Like she was gone. He knew that she was taken somewhere. And so there was no use looking in the property, which I know Bella says, well, no, you would look everywhere. I mean, I agree, but I just think he just meant he knew she was gone. He knew it wasn't good. Somebody took her. Let's see. So they said at first when it starts out, like the behavior panel said that how Don but they don't think he was lying, but they just thought it they noticed how he'll always talk and he just never finishes his sentence and he just stutters around, and I just think that's just him. But they did say they thought he was being honest, they don't feel like he had anything to do with it or anything. And then I noticed because they replay that part where they bring up the Cornbread Mafia. If you look at Don when they say it, he kind of laughs a little bit. He has this smirk when they bring up which one says it, Scott, or whichever one says Cornbread Mafia, he kind of smiles. He's either, I don't know, like making fun of it or I don't know why. He says later that he's never even heard of them, but he does kind of like, he reacts a little bit, but it might just because it's kind of a funny word for it's kind of a funny word to put in front of mafia. He might just be like cornbread mafia, kind of weird name. And then I just made a comment because Dr. Phil says, I wish we were talking about 1,000 different things but this. He tells them, I wish, yeah, right. He wouldn't have given them a time of day if it wasn't to something bad, and I'm not saying, I mean, look what I do. Mine's true crime too. So I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like he wouldn't, it's not like he would even have talked to them ever in his lifetime if it wasn't for this situation. So I just thought that was kind of funny that he says that. So when he asked about the red truck, so Dr. Phil, so he has him on basically. For those of you who haven't watched, he does actually end up having him on the show. So he brings up the red truck, but then I wrote this before I watched the whole show. I noticed she glares at him the whole time, so there's nothing more. But at first I wrote it down because when he brings up the red truck, it looks like she's like glaring at Dr. Phil. But then I saw she does it almost the whole time, so maybe that's just her look. Like almost like she was like getting mad that he, like my thought at first was she was kind of getting mad that he's like, oh, like that he was bringing that up. But no, I think that was just her look, maybe. Don says that they took the boys, but wait, I just want to tell you, I have heard other stories, so I don't know what's true, but Don said on this that CPS took his boys because his house was dangerous. And I had to rewind it because it sounded like he either said, and I was dangerous or I wasn't dangerous, but I think he was saying it wasn't him that was dangerous. It was the house that was dangerous. I'm pretty sure that's what it says, even though it was, when you do subtitles, it says that he's saying I was dangerous, but I don't think he was saying, I think he was saying, and I wasn't dangerous. It was the house that was dangerous, because the reason I think that that's what he said is because right after that, he says that he agreed with them taking him. And he felt like it was best so they're safe, and Candus didn't agree with them taking the boys. So I think he did say he wasn't dangerous. So the house was dangerous. And Don did also say, he said that the house was, because Dr. Phil asked, well, is it safer now? Like for them to come back? Is it better? And he said it's a lot safer. The house is a lot safer than it was. That's what he said. So at the end, there really wasn't much new stuff, but he did conclude that he doesn't think either of them hurt them. Either of them had anything to do with the disappearance. He totally believes them. For one thing, because the timeline, and there was no way, he said, there's no way possible that they could have got her out far enough that they wouldn't have found her, because of how everything happened. And he said, any investigator that is accusing you of that, and they're not looking at it right, or I forget how he worded it. Basically, they're wrong. So and Don, I actually felt happy for him, because Don, he got this smile, and he was kind of holding it back a little bit, but he was so happy. I feel like that finally somebody with some authority, because we know there's other people that have past law enforcement experience that have blamed him. So finally, somebody with some authority and power is telling the whole freaking world that we don't think you had anything to do with it. And you could tell he was just so happy and relieved, like finally somebody believes me. But Candus just kept that straight. She didn't look happy or anything. She just looked mad the whole time, and very uneasy, uncomfortable. She did make you feel uncomfortable, uneasy. I don't know why. I think it's just her. I really do. So he brings up the Cornbread Mafia. Dr. Phil obviously brings that up. Like, why did you act so weird about that? She says she's never even heard of it. She said, I don't even know what it is. I never even heard of it. And they said it's a grassroots, group from Tennessee, but I looked yesterday and I didn't find any that were originated in Tennessee. They all said Kentucky. So I'm gonna have to look. I don't know. I didn't find anything that said they were in Tennessee, but there's, maybe they are, and they're just not that big online. I did notice that Don kept answering for Candus. I don't know if I look at that too bad. It's because Candus wasn't saying anything. Like, Candus just sits there and doesn't say much. So Don's trying to give Dr. Phil an answer because Candus isn't answering really. She just kind of doesn't say much. So I know you could look at it as him, a control thing, or maybe just because, hey, we're on TV, she's not saying anything, let me just answer for her. But he did answer for her most of the time. And Dr. Phil actually stopped him once and was like, let her answer. So how's everybody doing now? I'm not even looking at chat. I'm just like rambling on. A lot of you guys watched it, right? Yeah, that's what I think, Betty. I think that maybe that's why Don kind of looked like he was about to laugh when they asked him that, because I think it's just because it's a funny name. It's a funny cornbread to be in front of Mafia. It's like, so kind of when you hear it, you kind of like want to smile because it's like, what? Cornbread Mafia? So that might just be all that was. Okay, yeah, I can't find it online, but Behavior Panel said it, and so did Dr. Phil. They said they're based out of Tennessee. Okay, so where am I at here? So Dr. Phil, he had a map of like an aerial view of the house, and he was trying to figure out like what do you think happened to him, and they're explaining if she went out the back door that somebody could have came up that trail, and he did. He cleared up because that's the same thing that I thought he was saying, because when I was going over that video that he did, that home video about him saying the dog ended at the trail, people were correcting me, but I always understood it as he meant it went down that little trail that he found and it ended at that road. And just like he said, I feel like that's what I've always thought he was saying, but people have corrected me. So I don't know, maybe he did change his story, but that's how I always understood it, which means that they think that somebody parked down on that road, went up there, took her, and then ran back down. But when he was trying to explain to Dr. Phil was not understanding it. He kept thinking he meant like the road, like the driveway that went around. And even when at the end, when he thought, he explained, no, I think he was parked down on Ben Hill Road. Then when Dr. Phil concluded what happened, he said he said it wrong again. Like the way he said it was like that she would have got, oh, so you think she got snatched right there, like where that circle, the driveway was. So I don't think Dr. Phil was understanding that part. I don't know. It was making me like kind of like, no, that's not what he's saying. So yeah, at the end, they basically said that Candus, they don't think Candus has anything to do with it, but they think that she has some kind of knowledge, and it might be knowledge that she's not even aware of, like some kind of guilty knowledge. And it might be just something she doesn't even know that she knows, or it might be something that she knows, or it might be somebody that she's seen around there. Maybe one of Dawn's friends that she doesn't want to say that she suspects, and that there's something that's not acting right in her body language, they said, which I'm not going to take that as like science, like for sure, but it does, when you do sit there and watch her, it does make you feel uneasy watching her. There's something off like that with the feeling you get from her. But I don't know, it could just be her, like she's just weird. She's not weird, I don't want to say that, not weird, she's just she might just have that kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that necessarily means that, I feel like, but it could mean she has some ideas, she doesn't want to say it because maybe it's Dawn's friends, or not that Dawn knows, because they don't think Dawn's just lying or anything, but or that of course, they could be wrong, though. I mean, you never know. I just tend to agree with that opinion, but I could be wrong too. I don't think they have anything to do with it. And if anything, I think it would have been an accident if Candus did. So yeah, I don't know. I just think she just projects that kind of weird energy and just makes you kind of feel weird. But they think, of course, the behavior panel thinks it means something more, and she's some guilty knowledge. So, and like I said, she might not even be aware of it. Dr. Phil's like, I know it's hard for me to tell you to tell me what you don't know, but she's like, well, I don't know. What am I like? I don't know. So maybe she just doesn't know, and it's something deep down that she's suspecting and she's not aware of it. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever find that out. Oh, thanks, Batman. I knew it. Batman, thanks, Batman. You're awesome. So let me see what chat's saying. Belly, you could come up now. I'm done. Told you I didn't have much. I had more on the first one because it was more like I disagreed with some of the stuff, but this one, it was just like kind of what we said yesterday. Like we don't think really. So did you get to watch it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did?
Everybody. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
What did you think about their conclusions? Do you agree or no?
Yeah, I do, but I want to point something out for the first one that was kind of interesting.
Go ahead.
Remember when she got upset about the whole Cornbread Mafia?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, isn't Cornbread Mafia like the grassroots marijuana guy?
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it shows when you look it up. So that's why I feel like maybe there's something else that's like more like not known that they started. That's not a well-known thing that when you look it up, you're not going to find it, because everything that I've looked up, it's marijuana. Yes. So that doesn't seem like it's something that would kidnap kids, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes like law enforcement might know about something that goes on in an area like 20 years ago, but they don't know about it. They just hear through the grapevine because what Cornbread Mafia is going to let a law enforcement person come and hang out, you know? So they
Yeah.
just, they might have heard about them, but they don't really like know about them type of
Okay.
thing. So, you know, but remember when she was trying to take off her mic? Does everyone in chat remember this?
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to take off her mic, and it almost reminded me of like build me the fire, like go build your wife the fire. Remember that, where they got into the fisticuffs, like where the interviewers were telling Dawn, why don't you go build your wife the fire and then you can come back and chat with us. Remember
Wait,
the last,
what? What
remember
interview?
that last one where they got into like, where like he's like, she's like, oh, you just slapped me in the mouth or whatever, or she choked me out or punched me in the
I don't
choke.
remember him saying anything about a fire. Really?
Yeah, like so like one of the interviewers said, um, why don't you go, Dawn, why don't you go build your wife a fire? Because she was cold. Why don't you go build your wife a fire and then come back and join us? And she was like, yeah, build me a fire, because she was like intoxicated or whatever was going on. Um, but it kind of reminded me of that, right? So she's like looking, like, get me out of here, looking at her husband to help her. And he's just like, you know, loping, what the behavior panel calls loping, which is like telling the story and, you know, at a good pace. He doesn't break stride. And then she looks at them kind of like a child and get me out of here to take the mic off. She's like looking at everybody. And it just reminded me of like regression, somebody regressing back. Like, why? It was literally like she just was wired up. She just had to take the wire off, but she made it. I don't know. I got this really sense of like childhood.
Well, where did that come from? Anything that do you think it came from anything that they were asking them or just something that just came? I mean, where did it come from? I don't understand
Well, I
in that
do
moment.
agree. I do agree with Dr. Phil when he said that she's looking at trigger after trigger after trigger and she doesn't react. And then you say Cornbread Mafia, and that's like the breaking of the well, you know, the wall, whatever, the well, the dam. Um, so I don't know. Like, I do agree with that that's kind of a bizarre place to have a breakdown. It definitely raises my eyebrow. I do agree with their assessment of it. I don't think that they showed. Remember when we first, for anyone who is new here, we have always maintained on this channel that we took their culture into consideration, right? And so we were like, we don't know how that is, like how to live in rural Tennessee, and we need to take that into account. And, you know, how their mannerisms are. It's like a cultural thing to that, not even Tennessee, to that specific part of Tennessee, right? I forgot my point.
Oh no.
But yeah, like she regressed. So I don't know, something triggered that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was like guilty knowledge. I don't know what that was, but there was some regression there.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was weird how she reacted to that.
Weird.
It's just but then when he asked her, Dr. Phil, he said she doesn't even know what that is. So why
And
does it
that's
like
not true.
if that's not true, like what that's what makes me mad. Like even to tell these little lies, even if you didn't have nothing to do with it, but then you're so afraid of what that you can't just say that maybe you're aware of a mafia. But I'm not saying she is, but I feel like she is telling other lies that wouldn't even get her in trouble, but it's just going to make her look like a liar. So why? Just be honest. You're not going to get in trouble if you've heard of a cornbread mafia. Like even if you think that they had something to do with summer, it's not you. Like I think she's just so afraid that still, like, even if you know what I'm saying, just if she knows something that she might get in trouble or something. Maybe she's I don't know. I
And
don't
that's how
know.
they took it too. They're like, this could be fear. This could be guilty knowledge and fear. This could, you know, like there's so many things this could be. And we don't know. We're just diagnosing that there's deception. We don't know the cause of that. Or like not deception necessarily, but like that there's something off.
Yeah.
We're able to see that there's something off, but we don't know what's causing that.
Like she's
And
holding back something. I don't know.
yeah, there's something going on.
I mean, no,
Hi,
when she was on Dr.
Amanda.
Phil, I mean, it made me feel really uneasy. Like it made you feel like, yeah, not like Dawn makes you feel just like you're just like almost like embarrassed for her. Just like say something, do something. Don't. Why are you reacting like that? It just makes you feel like no, like. But not that I don't think I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, there is that feeling. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if she suspects maybe one of Dawn's friends or something, and she's afraid to say something, I don't know. And she's
Or
holding
maybe
that back
she,
because she doesn't want to say anything because it'll make Dawn mad. I don't know.
maybe,
I'm trying to think of
so.
what reason would she hold back if it is just something that she's like kind of like suspecting somebody and doesn't want to say it. Like, what would be the reason she'd be afraid? Well, if it's somebody that Dawn's friends with, maybe because he would get mad of her accusing him, or if it's maybe one of her friends.
And she seemed kind of under the influence up there. Like I was looking at her pupils and they weren't necessarily like opiate pin eyes, but she was on something, because I don't know. Like
You
it's
think
just
Dr. Phil would let her be on something though? I don't know.
what control? She's like a baby. Like there's no
Yeah, but I'm
controlling
sure they
that
have her a
woman.
couple hours before at least on set, so I don't think they would let her have alcohol in there or anything.
No, but maybe
Oh,
like,
I guess if she had pills or okay, yeah, maybe some
yeah.
kind of pill. Yeah, I could see that.
Or like even weed, maybe just a lot of
Yeah.
it. Because we have good weed here, in LA. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so I took notes on a couple of things, but they're all like, I think stuff you covered. This is my setup when I read, and it's so dark. So I mess up, but I just found a light. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, Brianna.
What?
Maybe look, could Cornbread Mafia be linked to her missing sister? So she does, some kind of guilty knowledge of something else, not even pertaining to Summer. Who knows?
I love Brianna CC because she thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did. There were. So I said she's regressing, childlike. Get this off me for the mic. Regression, helplessness, and why is she doing it? I said, and she's definitely eye blocking. And they did hit on that she was eye blocking. And then, so this is the other thing that, okay, so while, if you listen to what Dawn is saying when all that's going on, because no one's paying attention to what Dawn's saying in that moment, what Dawn says is, and I don't know what that even means. He says, they knew me and her were together. That wasn't even like, where did that even come from?
Oh man, I missed that. Wait, when they asked about the Cornbread Mafia?
Yeah, and she's like freaking out. So the attention's on her. He's trying to just lope and keep it going and not have any attention on like her freaking out because she probably embarrasses him a lot. Not saying he doesn't embarrass her too. I'm sure they both embarrass each other a lot. Okay, but like it's almost like he is just continuing like it's normal, So it's like, and then he says that he goes, they knew me and her were together. What is that like? What I don't know what significance
now I
that
want to
has.
listen to that part again to see what led up to that. Yeah, because I didn't catch that.
Really bizarre.
Sorry, I'm just reading some chat, but
No problemo.
no, but I think they're probably glad they went on Dr. Phil because he said he doesn't think they had anything that they did it. Like, so it was actually good for them to go on.
Yes.
Like Don was so happy. Look at Don. He smiles, but not he's holding it back. But when he says it, he's his eyes are smiling. He's holding his back. Like, just watch it. I don't know how to explain it, but he is smiling. You could tell he gets so happy when he says that. Like, I don't think you guys had anything to do with it. But Candus doesn't. Candus just like Candus, be happy. They're telling national TV like you're so worried. I know. I feel like they're more concerned about that than Summer. So at least be happy with that, because it seems like they are maybe a little bit more concerned about how they're looking than finding Summer. So at least they should be happy. And he's telling like millions of people here that he doesn't think you had anything to do with it, either of you. So be happy. Mm-hmm. Like she just glares at him. It's like, what the heck?
The side eye, like she's not even moving her head. Her eyes are like her eyes made me uncomfortable because I was like, I'd be dizzy keeping my eyes in that position for the entire time doing a side eye.
Why is she acting like that? That's why I think it's just her. That's how she is.
Mm-hmm.
probably all the time. You know, she's probably always awkward, always makes you kind of feel, has that weird energy, always makes you feel off and like just is kind of off, just not very socially intelligent or whatever. Probably not at all. I mean, we know that she isn't. Dawn's way more.
But she was so much more comfortable when they were showing like the Chris McDonough, and we all saw the Chris McDonough ones, right? She just was so different. It's like she's so much more guarded now, and I get it.
Right, because everything she's been through. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
100%.
I bet you with Chris, well, we know the people that's been attacking them and that the crowd, the group that they have following them. And, you know, I just think that they're sending a lot of hate and crap over that way. And I just think it's bull crap. And I hope the people, if it comes out that for sure they had nothing to do with it, I hope they apologize, because they have caused so much crap. And I don't think they did, but I can't say just because Dr. Phil and behavior panel think so. Like, it's still, we still don't know. But if it comes out for sure, like, that creator and those group of people need to freaking apologize, because I feel like they created all that crap.
Oh, that'll never happen, because something was just proven where they made a humongous mistake, like humongous, where everyone was betting.
That's true. But that's just bull crap, because you know that all stemmed from there. All that crap that they're getting, death threats, hate, probably people showing up at their house. You know, it's all stemming from that channel. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, I'm not a big fan. Okay, so let's just move on, because I'm starting to get where I can't hold back. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't agree. So
where's your lollipop?
Oh, I know I need a lollipop, because I'm probably going to get people hating me for. Well, I don't think it's that obvious who I'm talking about.
No, not at all. I don't think it's obvious.
Okay. Anyway,
and I just can't do. Okay, I need to just address this. No need to lie. Whatever. I've tried to address you in chat, but you just keep like copy and pasting the same thing. Who needs to apologize for what? I don't understand.
Oh, wait, where is it? Show me. Put it up, because you could put the comments up. Put up which one you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you going to apologize to them when they were proven correct?
It's like at least the second time I've seen it.
We've always said we don't think that they were involved. Wait, what? Who's proven correct? I don't even know who you're talking about, because that had to be. I don't think that was time for reacting to what I just said about the other channel, right? Oh, no, maybe it was. Maybe they're saying it back. Are you going to apologize when they're? Oh,
they've been saying it the whole time when I was backstage. I don't.
But who would I need to apologize to? I didn't blame anybody. I mean, I'm not the one accusing them of. So who would I have to apologize to?
Maybe they can answer.
Yeah, I don't need to apologize to anybody. If I'm wrong and they did have something to do with it, who would I need to apologize to? It's the other way around. If I'm blaming them for it and they don't, then you apologize. Why would I need to apologize for me saying they didn't and then they did? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. I have no one to apologize to. And I didn't even say any names, so maybe you're not talking to me, because that doesn't even make any sense. Nobody knows who I'm talking about. Obviously you probably do, but I was just, I got mad, my emotions, but because I know those people won't. I just hope they do, or because I feel like they have created a lot of crap for this family. That's not, even if they they're guilty of some things and they've screwed up in their life, but it's not no reason for having death threats and sending all this crap over that way. Like, just let it go. Like, they're going through enough, I just think it was just too much. It was too much of an extreme, and people trust. Okay, I'm going to stop there.
Yes.
But can you just
Where's
answer?
your lollipop?
I don't have one right now, but I want that person to answer. What the heck?
Well, they said they don't even make sense when they answer, so I don't know.
Okay, so my answer is no. I have no one to apologize to. So let's move on. Not in this scenario that we're talking about. Of course, in other things, if I'm wrong, yeah, but. But not with what you're talking about, I don't think. That's why I'm asking what you're talking about. Okay, so Zeke needs biscuits. Okay, so where are we at? What does Grandma say about it all? She did a runner pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, I wish they would. I wish she would add the Grandma on too. I wish behavior panel would be able to have the Grandma on and kind of see what they think with her, because she's like Candus too, because Candus hasn't talked much either. So that's why this was like, whoa, finally we get to at least see a little bit more of Candus, because we've seen too much of Dawn already. So it's, even to see a little bit more of Candus, and then the Grandma, just to see, because I haven't seen her answer anything, just let's read her body language a little bit. Not that I say like I don't believe the body language is like 100% like as a science, but it is a good tool and it's interesting.
It is a tool.
It's a tool. But I would, if I have a gut instinct and it's going against it, I'm going to trust my gut a little bit more than that. I feel like, then I don't know. I just always just use it. Well, me, not for a for sure thing like it means for sure. But anyway, no, but see, I don't think that person is a troll because I feel like they've been in here because I remember that name and I feel like they've been in here and they've been cool before. That's what I don't know. Don't you remember that? Because I feel like I've commented on their name before. So
no, but you would know because you do like to comment on names. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were cool before. I don't know. I guess I hit a nerve on this. Well, they probably are fans of the. And I didn't even name it. I swear, people probably went over their heads. I'm very emotional. I have a lot of like opinions.
Where's your lollipop?
Yeah, because not only this, because there's other things too, like you brought up. There's other things that.
Yeah. I mean, it was an eye-opening, and obviously Don was okay with this because he was putting it on his channel, like premiere. We're going to be on Dr. Phil, so obviously he knew the outcome and that they agreed with him, and he was like advertising it. Now, had it gone another way, I don't think he would have really talked about it on his channel.
But I don't know. Do you remember when those? I watched a couple interviews and they were asking. He never really answered. Were you on Dr. Phil? He didn't really give a for sure answer, and he was acting like that he didn't know much about it and he was under contract, but he didn't really. It almost made me think, did he even go on the show because he never said. Did you watch that interview when they were asking him and he wouldn't give a direct answer? It was like, can't you just say if you were on and if you actually met Dr. Like you wouldn't even say that, and he kept saying he met with the behavior panel, but he didn't specify if he actually was with Dr. Phil.
So he took it serious, the NDA.
Yeah, you probably didn't want to make Dr. Phil mad. I'm happy for them. I am. And I just hope that this makes people, I'm not saying, of course, Dr. Phil could be wrong. Of course, people could be wrong, but I'm just happy for them right now that they at least get a little bit of like, finally, at least somebody believes them, So, but I hope Dr. Phil actually continues to help with this case. Does he continue when he's, because he makes comments like, well, we're going to find him or I want to look into it or whatever. Does he continue or is it just right then and then he drops it? Or does he actually continue? I know he does with like therapy. He'll send people places and help like that way. But do you think he's going to continue to kind of bring people into help finding her? Does it seem like
bring people to help find her?
Somehow like help with the situation. He's got a lot of power, a lot of people, a lot of associates, a lot of friends, and good high places to help. Like people he knows, maybe he could help. You know what I'm saying? On the show, he's acting like he's going to be a part of, helping.
Yeah,
I don't know if he can in the future. I don't know. That's all, man.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, he has his content too. I don't know how much of his is genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I agree, but that's what I'm not sure because it might just be, I don't know, who knows. And I wish you guys, when I was talking about this, Weird Mom had sent me a link about. Remember I was saying about Dr. Phil not having his license. She had sent me, if I would just check my text or my lives, but I mean I can't because then when I do. I wish I didn't because then I'm distracted, but I wish I would have checked this one. But she sent me a thing. So he, about why he lost his license, she found an article and one person did say about how, he was inappropriate, not non-sexual, but inappropriate with one of his patients. But there was something else too. Where is it?
Weird I wonder Mom? What inappropriate.
He sent it in a group. I don't know. It was like during the live. I remember. I mean, because I saw it after and I looked at the time and I was like, shoot, it was during the live. I could have saw it. I was really mad at myself. But I don't see it. I mean, it had to have been in group then. Maybe. Shoot. Anyway, oh well. I'll try to. So what did you think about her answering no, and then the third no? What did you make out of that?
Oh, it was definitely fading facts. What the behavior panel just has named fading facts, and it wasn't because she was exasperated because a sound did come out, so it was no, and then when they asked the third one, the third question of, do you know, what was it? Like, do you know who did something to her?
Yeah, do you know who did it? Yep.
It was like, there was like a thing that came out like an answer you couldn't hear, and then it was no. So it wasn't just, it was, and that is a sign of deception. Like, is it fear? It doesn't mean that you're lying because you're guilty, but it could be a thing of fear, or it could be just guilty knowledge. It could be a triggered memory. But it raises red flags as to why. Look, like, she knew why she was there, right? Is sitting in front of Scott and Greg, who are the behavior, who are 2 out of the 4 behavior panel people. And so, you're going to have to answer a couple of hard questions, and they're going to be things like this. And for her to be like,
that's what I understand. It was like she didn't want to answer even like not even so hard questions. Like, why did she go on the show then? I do have a question. Why would she, if she couldn't even, she didn't even want to answer anything? But go ahead. You're going somewhere else. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, it did raise red flags. They do think, okay, so Dawn, their conclusion is basically Dawn, if you guys haven't seen it, these are spoilers, I guess. So, or like, it's going to be the concise, what it boils down to, and you can go watch it later. Dawn is not guilty. The only thing he might be guilty of is the part, like, do you trust your wife, where he kind of hesitated the first time around. Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like she was definitely, there's something to that.
So that goes back to her possibly having somebody in mind of who did it, maybe. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So another question, what about how she answered what you would do to that person? Did you find it like that was suspicious?
I think I took notes. I love how Greg pointed out her respiration rate. So it's not just what she says, it's like a whole cluster of things, right? And when you're looking at someone's behavior and how they are being deceptive, you're looking at a cluster. And he did point out her respiration did go up, and what I got. So all of us have these things called mirror neurons, right? So when someone's talking, you kind of are either empathetic, like if you're not a sociopath, you can get empathy by the way someone talks. And also these mirror neurons will tell you other things, like that's that thing in your gut that tells you something's off. So what I got out of it was she wasn't sure what she should say to that. Like, she felt almost like it was like a trick question.
Yes, I could see.
And you got the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people, if they listen to that, would get that exact, like, she seems uncomfortable with this. Now, where does that stem from? We don't know.
Because
right?
Seriously, that stems from, because either way she answers, they're going to find something wrong with it. She's probably hearing like everybody picking apart everything Dawn says. Mm-hmm. So she's afraid if she goes too strong, they're going to find something wrong. If she goes too easy, they're going to find something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's very, I agree. Like, I thought it was a very, acceptable answer. Like, okay. I thought it was.
So let me ask you, someone just took Zeke. Took Zeke. What would you want
if
to
I was
see
on
happen?
national TV, I would say if there was a law for doing it, I want them to go away for life. Tormented. She said torment. She said the two things. Yeah. I would be, I don't think I would go right to like, I'm going to, because then she's probably worried like, God, they're going to think I'm violent or I'm she's just worried everybody's picking apart everything. So I think the nervousness comes from that, worried. So I agree with that. But I don't know. I think that was what she decided was probably the best way that, okay, I don't want to be too extreme this way or too extreme that way. So let me just, I thought it was a very acceptable answer. Yeah. For a law, like, they need to be put away for life. I don't agree with like I'm not a big death penalty fan, so no, I would that would be an honest answer. Mm-hmm. If somebody killed my kid, I would want them to be in prison for the rest of their life, and I wouldn't mind if they were tormented a little bit, in prison a lot, and it sucked, but I know prison is a horrible place, so you know what I'm saying. So that's what I would honestly want for him. I wouldn't take, I wouldn't say that on national TV. I wouldn't be like, I'm going to go kill him, or I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Even if I felt like I wanted to, I wouldn't do it. So, and I wouldn't say it on, I don't know. No. Thank you, Mariette Els. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariette Els.
South Africa. Yay. I love seeing people from different places.
Tell us
what's the weather there? Huh?
Read it for us.
Oh, you want me to read it? Okay,
Yes.
zavgirl, I love your channel. You're always fair and real. Sending love from South Africa. Oh, thanks. Mariette Elzar. So yeah, I just think it was that's what I would want to happen to the person.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, why is it wrong? Why would I say, because obviously, even if you say I want to kill him, I want to punch him, I know that's not that's not what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I would let the law take care of it. So why wouldn't I just that's the most honest answer. Like, no, I would.
Well, I think it was more like, why does that because see, they asked Darlie that too, remember? A lot.
I forget, what did she say? I don't remember.
It was a
who
big
asked
thing.
her?
They asked her in an interview, and it was and actually the behavior panel, when they covered Darlie, they went over that question. I forget what she said, but it was like a big point. Loving
Thanks,
Coco.
loving Coco. Thank you. It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
So did you think that was, so the way you explained it, so that's not that big of a deal. She was worried about how to answer it, but not because she's guilty, but just because, people are picking apart everything that they're saying, everywhere. So she just kind of probably like worried about how she should answer that, because she knows she's being analyzed, So yeah, I think we were kind of agreeing on that part, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
Cake in the house. What?
And I know what you might say to this, so
You know me.
I know what you might
exactly
say to
what I
this,
was saying.
but so like, as somebody who has a missing child, and you're out there trying to get this child back or find out what happened or get justice, whatever your reasoning is, if the focus isn't on you, why should your respiration go? And I get like that self-protection that you want to do because you're being judged for everything, but I will always come back to, if you have nothing to hide and your kid is missing, who cares what anyone thinks about you? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, who cares mentally, but your body, you can't make your body react the way you want. It's unconsciously doing things that you can't help. So
true.
So wait, but which part are we talking about? The respiration of when she answered the question that we're just talking about? But she was nervous about how to answer it. What do you mean? I don't think it has to do with her. Because anyway, she's probably nervous. Like, if she answers this way, you guys are going to tear it apart this way. You're going to tear it apart that way. She's being analyzed, and she's seen how all over online everything Dawn says is being like, oh, this means this, and she's not that as intelligent with words. So she's probably like, shoot, like, what's acceptable? I could kind of see, and I think what she chose was perfect in my eyes, like, because that's what I would want to happen. I mean, I'm not saying well, that sounds really bad. I'm just saying it's good because she let it into like the law, let the law just put him away, and then she added the torment because it's just like, yeah, they should be tormented, but instead of her saying she was going to do it, she probably was afraid to go that route, maybe, because then people would pick that apart, like, what does that mean? Why did she say that? You know how people are online too, though. I mean,
yeah.
But
no, I do.
So you're saying, okay, so you're saying the reason you think that is not, it's more than that it's she's nervous to answer that because of why, though? Why do you think?
I'm not saying that I know the reason why she's nervous. I'm saying that what I picked up out of it was like I was saying, like the mirror neurons, what I picked up, my emotional thing was she isn't sure what to say. And that's what I jotted down. She's not sure what to say. So I don't know, like, is it deception over, again, coming back to, is it fear of disappointing somebody, or you were threatened, or is it just like fear of being picked apart by social media and YouTube because it keeps taking it to YouTube? It's all the YouTubers' fault. I don't know, but it's definitely, interesting.
RC Cooler, are you in Canton? Because we have an Amber Alert. I might talk about that at the end. The little girl missing from Ohio. Maybe we'll talk about that because I've been getting Amber Alerts all day. Like, I think there was 3 that came over about the same thing, though. But are you from the area too, or is there another one from another? God, all the time. Okay, so what else? Wait, let me see what else the notes as far as yesterday, because I wanted somebody's input of yesterday, so I want to see something else. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I guess that's all Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I could think of to ask you about that. Yeah. So you watch both of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder what's next for them. Like, I wonder how that is gonna, now that it's aired and it was a good outcome. I feel like for them, I know Finding Summer is the best outcome, but I'm saying they probably feel a little bit of like happiness because at least. Now I'm not saying that. I don't know, but yeah. So I just wonder now when they go on the channels, like what is it going to be? Is it going to be like? I don't know. I'm just curious how it's going to be now. What Don's going to say now that. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I think he should just quit while he's ahead as far as going on social media. Now just focus on Finding Summer. Going on YouTube's not going to help. Just go put that energy into because he's not looking too bad now. He had a good interview with Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, concluded good, as far as their innocence. But so I don't know. I don't think he should. He's just gonna ruin it. I know it. He's gonna go on all these channels, and I hope not. He should just try to focus on finding her now, maybe.
The thing that he should do right now, that they should do, is make sure that they work to get their sons back. So remember, Dr. Phil was like, what needs to happen? So right now, is it safe? Have you guys had anybody show up?
I want to know. He said it's safer than it was before.
Right.
But what does that mean? I don't think they made any improvements on it. Do you?
No, he means that the people from YouTube, because remember you said somebody was just showed up. That the weirdos.
So wait a minute. So when he was saying his house isn't safe, he was looking at it that way. I thought he was meaning like how we saw it was unsafe.
No.
Okay.
They don't see that at all because that's what they're used to. Like the first time, and this is, I'm not like say, I don't know if I'm the only person, obviously, probably not. But the first time I saw her like give a tour of the house, I was like, oh, this is like no one lives there. And then when they went inside, like the outside of it just looked like kind of an abandoned place. And then they went inside and it was like lived in and had couches, and it was like, okay, all right.
But do you think that when they would have taken the kids just for that purpose, or do you think it did have to do with like the other stuff, or just that? Like, would they have taken them? Let's say there was no threats and anything like that, or some never came up missing, and they went. Would they have taken them but would they have taken them? Do you think for just having the house unsafe?
I think that there's a lot of eyes on this case, and they would be negligent to not take those kids for a variety of reasons. Because the house is now being shown. The parents look unstable and are at least drinking, if not on drugs, and that's apparent. And it's in your face. They're getting on and like basically, so, and their sister just got missing and nobody knows where they are. I mean, it's just a variety of things. They might have I could believe that they might have told Dawn till I get him to agree or to get him to explain it to Candus, or maybe how he explained it to Candus. It's about the safety in your house.
So he was talking about like when he kind of just like fell off and just started drinking a lot because of all the threats. And what was that one person that came to his house? What did he say? He had to fire like a gunshot at like 2 a.m. or whatever. So do you think that he did stop drinking for a time period and then he started again because he just got too hard?
Yeah, but how long is that time period? I don't know. There was a lot of interviews he did when Summer was first missing, like with the news before he did YouTube, where he seemed stone cold sober.
Yeah,
and
no,
he was doing
good. But it doesn't mean like he just didn't get drunk later that night. But
that's true. That's true.
But what I'm saying is, I'm wondering because that means he can do it. Like if he went like a couple weeks, couple months, that means he's capable of doing it properly. Like he could do it if he went that long. He could do it. You know, like I feel like that it just seems like it'd be more hopeful that he could. I don't know about Candus now. That's the thing. I feel like she's way too dependent on that in too many different ways and doesn't have anything else to look up to or to do or to live for. Not I don't mean that in like it's just she doesn't have anything else to like hold on to. Like it's just that's I don't know. I wish because I think it would be such a better home for the kids and stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go get because I only had like a half a cup of coffee when I started
Okay.
because I had so I'm gonna go get my
Coffee.
another cup of coffee.
Welcome, Marietta Els,
Yeah.
to the family.
There I go again. I put it up. I forgot to say it. Why do I?
I put it up.
Oh, you did? Oh, I clicked on it up here. Okay. I didn't do. You're right. You did it. Thanks, Marietta. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, though. The members are like huge for me. Like that helps out so much. When my memberships, it's
Yeah,
very
and
helpful.
it
Go ahead.
helps everyone else who's a member because the more members Zav has, the more emojis we get.
You know what I was thinking today on my
What?
drive to my nephew's? Driving is my thinking time. I was thinking, why don't I think I could do this now? I have to check, but where I could just like erase the older ones and make new ones. So why don't I just keep it current with the cases? So like I could get rid of all my Chris Watts, or maybe I'll keep like the girls and Shanann or something, but get rid of some of those, get rid of some of the old ones and keep it like whatever case I'm covering, use them for that. So then it's like in the moment people want to use them because we're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You think I should do it that and just keep like changing them?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Like the emojis we're talking about for members, they have these emojis. And originally what I was going to do is like every case just add like the new ones, but you have to have so many to get a new one that I don't have. I mean, I think I probably need 200 more members to get one more. So it's like I'm never going to have enough to like keep adding in for every new case. So how would you feel if I erase some of the old ones, like some of the Chris Watts ones?
Yeah, but keep the farting one.
Yeah, I'll keep NK farting. You're right. So I'll get rid of the one of him, and then maybe I don't know. Maybe should I get rid of? No, I want to keep Shanann because that was a huge. That case is what started my channel. So I'm going to keep the Shanann and the two girls, and I'll keep the NK. But I could get rid of. I'll have to look what I have. I could just kind of get rid of the other ones and like do a summer one and do a what other case am I covering right now?
Well, you have like 3 microphones or owls. What are they?
I do.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna put them in. What
and
is
that was
it?
an accident. What?
What
owls?
What is it?
I don't see it because I have to go on my YouTube side. Hold on.
Truth, love, and justice is what it comes up as.
I don't see. Where did you put it? Where are you? Hold on a second. Did you put them up? I don't see you.
You don't see me?
Not yet. Can you
hurry up? Get up there.
No, do it again because it only goes from. Will you do it one more time? You might be talking about the original shields that were supposed to be for my groups. Okay, so I was a little bit confused what the emojis were at first. I thought it was going to be like the different levels you got a higher one. So I didn't know. So I put like because of those are the different levels of truth, justice, those ones. So I had my one mod's boyfriend, he's an artist, and he like designed because the warrior is like a shield. So he designed like these shields, and then one had like it had each thing in it that kind of stood for truth, justice. I still don't see yours though. I want to see it come up. So I should just get rid of those because it didn't work out like I thought. I thought it was going to be like each level had it. Does that make sense? So people probably don't even know what those are. Hold on. Why isn't it coming up? Are you doing it again?
I did it again, but like if you're looking on StreamYard.
No, I'm on YouTube over here. That's what I'm trying to do.
Whoa, wowie, whoa. Okay.
There's no new comments coming up. It won't let me have any new comments.
And even Heavenly Clouds put all of yours up, I feel.
Okay, hold on.
But okay, yes, they're the shields, apparently, that I thought were microphones or owls.
Oh, I was on my other channel. That's why. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Where are you? I just want to see. I just want to, because I forget what they look like. Oh, yeah. So that one's the love. Then that one is, what's that other one? Oh my God. I have to look through them. I forget what they are. I forget what the one with That's just the justice, I think, because of the I don't know. Let me just look through all. So would you guys like that to keep them current and just switch them up? I think I'll do that, guys.
Yeah, I think
all right,
that's
so
good.
Why don't you just kind of just keep going over like any of your other thoughts on it? I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. I'll be back. And you guys, I'm gonna put up that link. So will you guys
come in?
If you guys want, it's gonna be open panel now. So decide if you want to come up. I want to get 4. I'll do 4 at a time. If there's more, you just wait backstage and I'll rotate them out. But we'll only have 4 at a time up at the same time, so it's not like so choppy. So, but we'll rotate them out if there's more. So please come. I'm going to put it up. I'll be back.
Yes. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Yes. See, they look like owls. I told you. So I guess we'll go over a couple. I think that I have to look at chat while I do this. So kidnapped versus abducted, that came up, right? So this came up also on the behavior panel. They talked about that when they first interviewed him, but me and Zav were talking about this, and we were like, because kidnap means a different thing. Kidnap means for a ransom, and it's a deliberate, like, where abducted is not kidnapped. But I don't, and Zav agrees, like, we both don't know if we were in that situation, we would know the difference between abducted and kidnapped when you're just casually or interviewed talking. Like, you might use them interchangeably. But, I mean, it is an interesting point. It's noted. God forbid something like that happens to me. I guess I will not use kidnapped unless it's for that reason. Hi, Darksea. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't necessarily know the difference. So he does use them, I feel like, interchangeably. And I don't know. I just hope that we kind of talked about this last night. I came on at the end of the Heidi live, the end meaning like the last 2 hours. And we kind of were like spitballing a couple of things about Dawn and this situation. It seemed like it was off the record because we weren't looking, or I wasn't looking at chat. So I kind of felt like me and Zav were on the phone, right? So thank you so much, Love and Coco. We miss you. Yes, Amy Dade. So there's a difference. So abducted is kidnapped, implies there's a ransom. Kidnapped implies that there's money or there's something that you are giving to get somebody back. And abducted doesn't imply that. But I think that just regular talking, we don't necessarily know that. We would just say like the same. We would use it interchangeably. And I usually do listen to whatever the behavior panel says because they've been in situations where they interview different people. They know how people react to being kidnapped versus abducted and all that. But in this situation, I just feel like I might do that, right? Like if someone was asking me, I might say kidnapped when it's an abduction or abducted when it's a kidnapping. I wouldn't necessarily think that of the technicalities. Right. Hi, Gaily Gale. Yes. Gaily Gale says Dawn doesn't know the difference. I believe that. He seems really intelligent. I wonder if he's kind of on the spectrum because of how literal he takes certain questions. Very functioning, but he's very like kind of almost literal with certain things. So I've wondered if he's on the spectrum a little bit. She has a surprise for us. She's muted. You're muted.
Muted. I said, look who I have. I had to bring him up for a minute.
Hi, Ziki.
He just wanted to say hi. He was sleeping, but I had to grab one. Well, I ran up and dropped my coffee up, and then came back down to grab him.
Yay.
Anyway, what are you
Cutie.
guys talking about? What are you guys talking
Hi,
about?
Betty. We were just talking about abducted versus the abducted versus kidnapped. How me and you were talking about that on the phone one time, and we don't think that
They're not aware, because even that article I was reading a couple lives ago, it used them both, meaning the same thing. So a lot of people aren't aware. I didn't know there was a difference until you told me.
Right.
Ask them how many people know the difference between abduction and kidnapping. Honestly, just be honest, because I didn't. I thought I used them interchangeably. How many people use them interchangeably? It thinks that they could be used like a synonym, like the same thing. Do a thumbs up if what? Thumbs up if you thought they were basically the same thing, and thumbs down if you know the difference. And just be honest.
Good idea.
So thumbs up if you thought they were the same, and thumbs down if you knew the difference. I love him so
Thank
much.
you, Christy Babs.
Well, thanks,
Welcome
Chris.
to the family.
Thanks, Christy.
And you missed a super chat from Love and Coco again.
Oh, yes. Love and Coco, thanks.
Wonder if I could put it back up for you.
I want to see how many people. I'm so far down here. Hold on. Oh, I see Love and Coco. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, Love and Coco. And Christy, welcome to the fam. I'm going to try to update the emojis for y'all so we are current. So thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, see? Most Jenny people Stern thought it was the same. That was the thumbs up, right? That they used them interchangeably. Yes. And Bella just told me. I didn't know either. So explain why we're talking about that.
I kind of did. So when because Don uses it interchangeably, and the behavior panel kind of pointed that out, that was odd, that he had said abducted before and that he was saying kidnapped now. And yeah. Mesera, I love your new swirly. You guys, Mesera makes the most amazing tumblers, and that's actually her artwork that's on her avatar. Okay, Bubba. Get in touch with her.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling, silly.
Aw, Zeke had to leave us. Yes, you guys, do a thumbs up so people know we are live. Thank you, Mez. Do that. So let's see what else. I think that's it. I think we're basically caught up. And our friend Peter Hyatt kind of went over this when he was talking about the whole thing with Candus showing overcare, going to saying, it was just 2 minutes that she was away, and I walked somewhere all the way up to the steps, and then I told the brothers inside, hey, watch out for Summer, and then I went and put my mom's boots on, or her whatever thing on, and it was only 2 minutes. Then I went in and I hollered. Peter Hyatt is the one that actually said that showed overcare and didn't make a lot of sense. So
yeah, I know. I agree. She definitely didn't do that, which she doesn't realize she's making up. She should have just told the truth, because then makes her look like that she's lying, because, if we're like, well, that didn't happen that way, but she was afraid. I get the reasoning behind why she did it, but she didn't need to do that, in my opinion, because obviously it was way more than 2 minutes. Maybe it was 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hour, probably, or how long do you think? I think between at least 20 minutes at the minimum.
Yes,
I feel
I agree with that assessment.
Which, doesn't she realize that shows the possibility, that somebody took her? It makes it more realistic that somebody would take her in that amount of time rather than 2 minutes, because then it's 2 minutes. How didn't you see? Because you would have seen, that doesn't leave that much time for you not to see them leaving with her. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it look worse. I wish she would just but she also has said repeatedly and on this first interview that she has no concept of time. Basically, she doesn't know time. She's not good with time. So maybe she used me and Randy. We used to do this thing where everything was 2 minutes for us. We like 2 minutes, and we turned it into a joke where we always be like 2 minutes. Like it was just a joke because we always said that. So yeah, I don't know.
I know a couple of people that could join your club. They always tell
really?
me 2 minutes, and it's like, oh, okay, 15. 10 minutes is 2 hours.
No, I mean, I don't know. I know. I think it was a lot to do with because, like, I don't think she walked Summer up and like, oh, make sure she because how she said I walked her all the way up. No, you didn't walk her all the way up. And I don't buy that. I don't think she probably. I don't think she told the boys to watch. I think Summer just went. You know, that's just the way they live. It's fine. But like, she
got. May I go inside, please, mommy? May I venture inside? Sure, let me take your hand and walk you. You know, I mean, it just doesn't. And it's fine.
It's fine. That's nothing even wrong with that. Like, it wouldn't be like a law that she broke. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She's
right.
So I don't know why, you know, she's afraid. See, that shows you she's like so afraid to even say something, even if it does. It's not necessarily because she did anything, but it's just because she's just like aware that maybe, I guess that makes her somewhat aware that how she is. But then there really isn't anything wrong with it. I don't know, man. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry.
I feel like I had a point and now I don't anymore.
Yeah, probably because of me.
Drop your link. Drop your link.
Oh yeah, let me drop my link. But wait, I probably ruined your point, huh?
No, you didn't ruin my point.
All right, I'm gonna drop the link, guys, for if you guys want to open panel. So come on up. Hold on, let me drop it. I'll put it up on the. I'll pin it in the pin. I'll pin it. Yes. Pin the comment. Why can't I talk? Okay.
And you know what I know? Oh, this is what. So Dr. Phil got Candus new teeth. And I felt it was so interesting that, and they've said this like several, I mean, not anybody on YouTube, but like it's been said that if you have if you are used to hiding your smile because you have bad teeth, that's like a really hard habit to break. Like if you go get like brand new teeth and stuff. So I just felt like she was still doing that. And I felt so bad for her. I hope that, you know, at least her new teeth bring her some kind of confidence.
Maybe that's another reason why she doesn't feel comfortable talking, because she, you know, she could hide her teeth, and she, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that could be another reason? And then she got so used to it where she just never, I don't know.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got somebody backstage, Lori Davis.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh,
hi, Lori.
Can you hear me? I've never done this before, so I was like, I don't know if I could.
Well, welcome and thank you for coming on with us to do it.
Yeah, thank you. You have a familiar voice to me for some reason.
I don't know. I'm a retired firefighter paramedic.
Okay.
I'm here in Florida, so.
Florida. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah. So have you been following this case since the beginning?
Since it began, unfortunately, yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think I had to step away from it for a while, actually, because how crazy it got and just all the attacking. I just thought that it didn't, you know, I think we need to find Summer, period. No matter who is guilty, we need to find her. And then once we find her, we can move on. But I really don't think the parents are involved. I think Candus was doing something maybe she shouldn't have been doing when Summer disappeared. I think maybe she even because there was a thing about that she went for a run. And I think maybe that she might have gone for a run somewhere when this occurred. And maybe Candus is covering for that. Maybe that's why she's like holding back, or it seems like she's holding back. But I don't know. I'm just one of those odd ones that I just don't think these guys are involved. You know, a lot of people that are guilty won't go on every YouTube channel and on Dr. Phil. I mean, if we look at the parents that actually have come up that they were responsible for the child's abduction, they usually like make a statement maybe in front of, you know, a news station, one, and then they're gone. So I don't know. That's what I think. So
No, I'm glad you brought that up because at the beginning I was thinking maybe was she high or doing something like that, and that makes complete sense of that could be what she's holding back. That could be her guilty knowledge that she's feeling guilty because she was doing something she shouldn't have been doing and that she's feeling guilty about. And that's yes, thank you for huh.
I agree. That was a really good point, Lori Davis.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome
Wow.
point.
I think that definitely could be.
Because we've also forgotten about that. Remember that in the beginning, that's all we had is I went for a run, and everyone was like, "You didn't run."
Yeah.
And then we were like, "Maybe he runs drugs." Like, who knows?
Yeah,
what
you went
that
for a
is.
run out. I think that's how I always took it. Like went for a run, like
You know,
not
like,
like
maybe
literally
she didn't hear the
running.
dogs.
But
right.
yeah.
And maybe she didn't hear the dogs because she wasn't even there. Like, who knows?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And what we've heard about Grandis, maybe Grandis was watching the kids and she wasn't doing such a good job because she's not a good kid watcher.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because from what we learned about a little bit about her, well, with Lisa, kind of had a little bit of a backstory on the family. She knew a little bit, but yeah, it seemed like that she maybe wasn't the best. Well, I don't know. Is that going too far there saying that? I don't know, but you guys know what I'm saying, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, Christina, Nicole. Cool. We're getting some people. Hey, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and
I have
clear.
never done this in my life, so I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, unmute this, shut this off.
Oh, I'm glad you came. Cool. Yeah, you guys both sound good as far as the mic.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you guys
Thankfully.
both watched Dr. Phil, right? Both of them, or
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
so what? How do you
Yes.
feel? Well, first, Christina, how do you feel about as far as Don and Candus and the whole situation? Have you been following it since the beginning too?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I kind of like, I think a lot of people are forgetting too. They come from very bad backgrounds, both of them, family lives. Obviously, Don himself, his whole family is full of SA. I mean, I don't think they really know what's going on, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Their education doesn't seem all so well. I really don't think Candus is learning disabled. I think she's more has an intellectual disability because learning disabled, you still function in life. It's intellectual disability, I think, for her. But look at their life. Look at their families. Their parents knew about SA, and the parents supposedly went down and dropped the charges. I don't even know how that's legal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Wait, which are you talking about from Don's dad? Is that what you mean, or?
Yeah, in a couple of the interviews with CM, what I think it was Mary had stated that the police, they did make a report at one time, and then the dad convinced them to drop the charges. Well, in New York, you wouldn't be allowed to drop charges. It would once the police find out, that's it. I mean, it goes full throttle. So I'm kind of uncertain about a lot of this stuff. I mean,
wait, when you say uncertain, are you uncertain because you don't know if you believe that happened then, or uncertain of what?
No, I mean, I definitely believe something went on SA wise, because he's admitted it too. So, but I'm just like, I don't believe there was ever a police report.
Okay, that's
if there was, the state would pick that up. If you know, I mean, here in New York, they would maybe not. I don't know. Was it Utah? Maybe was it Utah they lived?
Yeah.
So something to me is off about that. And then the other thing is, I'm sorry, it'd be a cold day in you know where. If somebody was saying my child, I'm gonna let them stay in my house.
But also, it wasn't the dad, or wait, how did that work? Wasn't the dad doing it too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These people have no way.
Oh, okay.
They don't know how to live. I don't think they know right from wrong. Obviously,
Mm-mm.
Candus' side of the family too. Look at
Yep.
Grandis, you know. So a lot of the times the way they talk, people I think like misunderstand because they feel, oh, well, they're using her name in past tense or this or that. I just think that's them.
Yeah.
You know, I think their home lives growing up has a lot to do with how they are now.
Mm.
And I don't believe that they harmed her or set anything up, but I do think that it's somebody they know.
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, it's probably going to end up being somebody they know, definitely, or
Yeah,
somebody
because
that they've crossed paths with. Yeah.
who's gonna take a risk like that going up that big driveway with all those dogs walking through if it in
Yeah,
my opinion,
to even know that Summer's there and how, where to go.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And in
definitely
my opinion, nobody's gonna go up that driveway. It'd make too much noise with the vehicle with all those it's a gravel driveway.
yeah, yeah.
So whoever did it probably did do exactly what Don said and
Yep,
parked
that
at the
makes
end of the dog trail
that
because
makes
you could sneak up there quick. And
yeah.
she's not going to go with a stranger, so she knew whoever took her. And I think Candus has a hunch probably who it is because just by
Yeah.
looking at her, how upset she gets, and I think she's actually blaming Don.
Hmm.
It has to be his affiliation.
Oh, that's why you think she's blaming Dawn. Okay.
Yeah. And then look at the other night he said, "Oh, I got 7 alibis and you ain't got none."
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think
That
he does
was
a lot of manipulation with her. She's no saint, trust me, but I
Right.
mean, I just see a lot of I mean, and I don't think they're getting their kids back either.
you know.
No, I think the only way that would happen, I think, is if they separated and she got her own apartment and could
But
prove to the
I don't even
court.
know who they would be safer with.
I don't know. I
feel
don't
like maybe
know.
Dawn.
But
I don't know.
with the
I don't
DV
know.
going on, there is no way together they're going to get those kids back. So we'll say they'd have to separate probably and maybe
Okay.
share custody or something. But
Yeah.
apparently, I mean, I don't think he's working anymore either.
Oh, he's not? I haven't been
I don't
following
I don't think so because at his last court
Oh.
date, he couldn't give the judge the last day that he worked. He just said he was working on his house.
Oh, huh. So wonder if he lost a job. Remember he was thinking he might lose his job because of everything going on and people wasn't somebody calling his boss or calling in or something?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely don't live a type of life that I would ever live or that I would think is normal. And I do see neglect and, especially with the house and the state that the house was in and things like that. I do believe that there was neglect going on in the house.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe that too. So Lori, let me ask you about as far as what I was asking Bella. What did you think of how Candus answered about what she would do to the person if she found him? Did you think there was anything odd about that, Lori? Oh, maybe she's not.
Maybe
Hello?
the connection's bad.
I know it was spinning, but then it stopped. Lori? Hello? Well, Christina, you answer. I was going to ask both of you. I was just going to ask her first. What do you think? Do you think that was odd, or did you think that was how,
I think she's afraid to talk. Because
agree.
anytime she says anything, it gets twisted and turned and people make fun of her and so I kind of think she's afraid to talk.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. And what about
But I'd be begging. I would be screaming, crying, begging anybody, please.
Everybody's different. Yeah. So you'd be the type that would just go all out and be like,
but I don't think I'd be on YouTube channels. I don't think that I would, and she doesn't want to be on you. She doesn't want him to be on because look at, everybody takes, do I think that they have, I don't know. I think it's their life. I don't know. It has to be their lifestyle that's either led to this or maybe somebody in the neighborhood keeping an eye on them. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's so many different possibilities, but I don't think that they hurt her and hid her. I don't think they would have had time.
No, definitely not. No, I agree. Hold on, I want to see. Okay, we got 2 more people. Hold on, guys. I just want to go through my notes yesterday because there's just some of these um, things I wanted to ask you guys about what you felt yesterday. Let me see. Hold on. Do you have any questions, Bella? I'm going to add up Debbie in a minute. Go ahead.
I think Christina has a lot of really good points, and I really like that. I like that way of thinking. Yeah, it probably is somebody, you know, it was the dog trail. All the things that you say make a lot of sense. Someone they know.
All right, I'm going to add up Debbie real quick, and then California Thunder. I'm going to add you up after a few minutes because I'm going to let at least maybe one person go and like rotate up. Debbie's next. Hey, Debbie. Oh, we got
Hi.
Hey,
Debbie.
Hi. It's so nice to be with you guys.
You too.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Can I tell a story quickly about a friend of mine that was actually a religious fanatic, and maybe not all there, sort of a lot like Dawn, and she found a way to kind of lie, but in a not lying kind of way. And that would protect her from God being angry with her and punishing her. So this is how she did one thing for me as an example. It was my birthday, and she, for the last maybe 3 years, had made me a birthday cake. So she knew that I knew she was probably making me a birthday cake. What she did is she took the top sliver off of the cake, put it into on a skillet, and a hot black skillet, and burnt it. Just the top sliver.
Okay.
So she called me and said, Debbie, I want to come over, but I'm going to have to tell you, I didn't make you a birthday cake this year. I started to, but I burnt it.
Uh-oh.
I burned it. I'm so sorry. I said, "Oh, it's not worth eating. No, that burnt is gross. No, you don't want to eat that burnt." So she came over, and there was my beautiful 2-layer round birthday cake. And I'm like, you just fibbed. No, I didn't. So she challenged me, where's the fib? I burnt your cake. You can't say I lied or I fibbed. Well, the very first time that Don Wells opened his mouth on TV, standing outside with his son, I could tell in my mind, in my opinion, from being around a religious fanatical person that's not, he was doing that. He was almost trying to say, she's gone. She was taken. She's not here. Everyone's wasting their time, but making it look like he don't know. He's dumb. Was he, when you listen to it, really telling us a lot of truth, but not getting himself in trouble with God or the law? How well can you maybe even trick people if you know how to do the burning cake? The end.
I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to, like, put that into, like, that scenario. Huh. So,
Yeah.
Bella,
he almost told everything that may have happened to her. And everybody's like, oh, that's him being stupid. He's just coming up with crap to put everybody off the trail, blah, blah. But there he may have been standing there telling the truth.
But I mean, why? Because you think that he had something to do with it, or he knew?
Because, well, being religious, he has learned to not maybe want to anger God and try to speak truth he would even like almost apologize and stuff. So he was like trying to keep it good with God. And meanwhile, that kind of helps you. If you're going to be asked on a lie detector test something, you could say, well, I burnt the cake. I burnt it.
Yeah, but
Well, no,
okay.
you didn't ruin the whole cake. It was
But-
just a sliver.
So, like, is it kind of like minimizing, like telling the truth, but like a part of the truth, and you felt that Dawn was telling the truth? Like, what part do you feel like might have been?
It's been a while, but I could tell he was doing like that with the first several when he was very religious. But see, he lost that.
Because he
But
started
I'm just
drinking.
now getting brave to get on TV or on this YouTube.
Well, welcome, Debbie. I hope it's a good experience.
He's
wait.
fallen apart since then. The whole theory, he's like, but he's used to a story now too.
But do you think he knows that? Is that what you're saying? That he knows what happened? That's what you're saying. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm wondering with this, how I know that works with someone in that kind of mindset.
Yeah, so it set off a thing for you, because a lot of us, when we look at cases, we kind of relate to it in a way of how it relates to us in our lives. So when that happened, it took you back to the cake thing and the person you dealt with. Yeah.
Yes. And she's very similar to Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing is that I am around a lot of mothers that are having issues, drug addictions and stuff, and then try to get better. And they kind of have a little trouble with the children. So social services end up getting involved, but they are trying. And if they don't get the kid back. They are told to do drug tests, and if they're told not to drink, then they will get also alcohol tests. And if they cannot pass them, they don't get the child back. But if they next month pass, now there's hope. But we've been seeing month after month, they're still, well, at least Candus for sure is, well, Don too, didn't he? Yeah, they're still drinking. So each month when they go to court, it's not going to work. So don't look for them to get the children back until these things happen. My daughter's a social worker.
Oh, okay.
I kind of tapped into her. Yeah. She's also recovering, and she's just deep in the community, and I'm helping support all along the way. I've taken a hit to protect a child just a few months ago.
Wow.
But
I'm going to add California Thunder up and see if we could try 5, but if it starts getting choppy, I might have to rotate somebody out, but let me see.
I can go. I've given y'all plenty to talk about.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to be thinking about that tonight.
Yeah.
Try to watch that again and think. If you were sneaky. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Debbie, thank you.
Thank you so much, Debbie.
Thanks.
Good night.
Okay. Hey, California Thunder.
Hey, California Thunder.
Hi, guys.
Do you have your Christmas tree up right now?
Well, it's in my office, and I wanted to do a girly one. So it's in my home office. So I just got it. I haven't decorated it yet. So
how cute.
Yes. But
it's nice to officially meet you.
I know.
Good to see you.
I know.
Both of you guys.
Right?
Hello.
So what are some of your thoughts? Did you get to watch Dr. Phil?
I did.
Okay.
And I don't know if I wish that we could find out if the Bell's palsy thing is true. And the reason being is my husband got it a few years ago, and sound became so insane for him that it made things weird. And I just kind of a theory I'm throwing out there is it could be a possibility why Candus seems so phased
of it.
out sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure it out because it's like she can hear, but it's not registering.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just I don't know how you could run a home, raise kids. I don't know how you could do anything if like a majority of things aren't registering in your mind. Like I don't get it. So the other thing that I was curious about is, so I do think that, I mean, my opinion is Dawn is probably innocent, but if I feel like Candus is, am I crazy that it seems like she's scared to say who she thinks it is? Like, as far as, I feel like she knows. I feel like she knows, but it might be someone she's afraid that will. Remember when someone asked her, they said, what do you think should happen to whoever took Summer? And she was kind of slow to respond. I mean, in my mind as a mother, I'd be like, kill him, but she was kind of slow to respond. But I don't know, her response just kind of spoke to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like, is it grandma? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say it, but
Okay.
because at the same time, remember when Hunter was like, grandma went crazy that day? That's like so random. Why did he say that? You know what I mean?
Wait, which day? Remind me. Now it's been so long since I watched that interview with Hunter. He said she went crazy. What day? That day?
Yeah.
About what? I don't remember for some reason. Wow. Huh. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Huh.
I don't know if anyone in the chat remembers which interview it was, but I know it was said from him that that he was talking about that specific day. Wow. That's why I was like, grandma? And I don't want to go there because I don't like accusing, but
very interesting.
It kind of
aligned
with what Dr. Phil said about she knows something.
Yeah. And Bella, that probably is more on the lines with why you think she hesitated a little bit, huh? That she might, a fear of saying somebody, because like, well, you could think of reasons why she'd be afraid to say that. I was thinking maybe like if it was Don's friend or something, she didn't want to make him mad, but that's a whole nother way to look at it. That as far as, well, it's kind of the same thing in a way of she's afraid to say it, but because of what would happen to him, because she already knows who it is, and if it's
that's what it feels like. That's why it seemed like it pained her to say what the punishment should be. There was like a weird delay, but then again, there always is. So
that's why I believe it's an intellectual disability.
Oh yeah. Oh, processing disorder, something along those lines for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't listen to them. I mean, I think he may have something, but I don't think it's the same. I think they're very different issues, but I think people take him wrong. You know how like on the behavior panel, they were saying how they asked on a pointed question and then he goes off over here. I don't think it's deliberate. I don't know if it's a hearing thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but it just seems like he really goes with it somewhere else. Where you tell me, buddy, come back here. And it's constant. So, I don't know.
Yeah, they said he like never finished his sentences and he just always goes somewhere else. Yeah, so
I was asking that while you were gone. Zav, sorry if I cut anybody off. I was asking that maybe he could be like a really high functioning, like have high functioning autism, or just be on the spectrum, because he does like take things really literal also.
Yes, that was it too. Yeah.
So maybe like there's something going on with that, but he's just, because there's some, he's very intelligent. I mean, and articulate and knows how to assimilate almost like like a chameleon, like become, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I
but
do.
yeah.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah, I think you're saying it
I get
right.
it.
Yeah. Definitely.
And he pays attention. It's not like he has like ADHD or anything. He's able to, stay calm and really tune into what they're saying. That's why it's like he's not like squirrel, he's really focused, but yet he still continues to go off in another direction. So, I mean, I think there's so many different types of things that you can have, like disabilities, learning issues, whatever, developmental disabilities. So there could be so many that we don't even know of, so that they could fit into.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And Renee J, might not even be like an autistic thing. It might just be like something. There's something about the way he interacts that isn't. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like he doesn't like necessarily. He takes things very literally, and I
didn't notice that. Now I'm gonna be paying attention to that. So that's a good observation.
Well, I'll let somebody else.
Well, there's nobody else waiting.
Okay.
Unless you really want, if you
No,
want to
I'll
go.
hang out. I'll hang out.
Okay,
When cool. Comes up.
Okay. I'm good. Bill, do you have anything to ask, or I'm trying to think?
No, I mean, I think that that we can ask what you guys thought. We can go one at a time and ask you guys what you guys thought about like the interviews that they did, and specifically like parts of it. Let me see.
Like just on the Dr. Phil, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like about the third no. What do you guys think about when she said the third no?
But that, I think if she thinks Grandis, it probably would relate to that. That's why I was looking at my notes. I'm like, well, that's probably going to be that. But yeah, the third no, how they said how she, when they asked her, what did they ask? They said, did you do anything to Summer? Candace said, no. Do you know what happened to Summer? No. And then the third one, how she, like, didn't answer right away, breathed, and then kind of like,
yeah.
But that question was, do you know who took Summer? So, like, if you think what you just said about Grandis, maybe that's why. Did you feel like Christina? Did you feel?
I think she just got like aggravated. Like, why are you keep asking me these questions? I already said no.
That was my initial feeling too. And then when I watched it again, I was like, well, maybe there's more to it. I don't know.
But it's so childish too. Like, I already told you, Mom. Like,
but
that's kind of the,
but that is kind of how she
tone
is.
I get.
Yeah, you're right. But that is kind of her mentality.
And remember when she I thought it was like, I said it in the chat, but when she was like struggling to get her mic off and she goes off, and I was like, because she did not. I mean, talk about not articulating. And instead of saying, just get me out of here, it was just one word. And I thought, that's really concerning. Like, what is going on?
Well, that kind of makes me think of what you said about it, Bella. Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Wow. No, it was very regressive. It that's the thing I got from it was it, and she was like pleading like with her eyes and with her soul. Like her husband didn't listen. She like went to him and looked at him and said, "Get me out of here."
Yes.
And then pleaded with Scott and Greg like,
desperate.
Yeah, desperation. And it was like when she finally did it herself, it was like bing off, like so easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing, and it was all around the Cornbread Mafia. Do you guys want to talk about the Cornbread Mafia with us?
Yeah. Do you guys know do you know anything about it? Or
the only thing I knew was that it was like a smoke mafia.
Yeah, that's what it says online.
I don't really think it has anything to do with it at all, and I think they were more shocked than anything. But Don, here's the thing for me. When they made that fake phone call, Candus and Don, to Mary, she kept saying the mafia or something. I don't remember what mafia it was that took Don or that took Don. So I don't know if like the behavioral specialist meant to say that specific, and this took it as cornbread. So I think there's some correlation there. And I think that they got like the behavioral specialists relayed the wrong information to Dr. Phil. I think I can't remember the name of the mafia.
But you were
Was
so
it the
glad.
Mexican mafia?
Yes.
And
they
I
probably
think
just had like.
And Candus obviously has some type of disability, and she probably, I think that triggered her is to, they're going to bring up this in the phone call that we said or we
That's a
set
great
up,
point.
and how's that going to make us look? Because
Good
they did. They
point.
said the
Wow.
Mexican mafia. And to Candus,
Yes.
she was so drunk that she probably thinks she said the Cornbread Mafia. You know?
Maybe. Or
That's
she
an
thought
excellent point.
I'm glad you brought. Wow,
Yeah.
that could be the relation that that she was thinking
Yeah.
of. Wow.
I mean,
It was
because
so
if
weird
you think
'cause-
about it, the Cornbread Mafia is not trafficking. It's not anything like that. They're not
Very
out
local.
there kidnapping kids.
Right.
not from
What are they
I-
going to do with kids?
Yeah. So I think I think that the producers and the behavioral analyst specialists got that wrong. And instead of saying the Mexican, they said the cornbread. And so that threw them off, Don and Candus off too. So, and I think she got nervous. Like, oh no, they're going to bring up that phone call.
Yep. Good
Yeah.
point. All right. Wow.
The
Yeah.
Mexican mafia in Boston.
Really?
That's right. In Boston.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
yes,
get it.
because of yes.
Yes, they took him to Boston. That's right.
That is the
And
most
that's why-
random thing ever.
Yeah, and that's why they have so many people so against them. I mean,
Yeah.
Already the way they live, their education, the past, and then for them to do that phony phone call like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
that
what are
was.
they thinking? Their child was abducted. The last thing on my mind's going to be like, oh, we're going to, come up with this elaborate phone call. I don't know.
I
To
agree.
me, that really made people look. I mean, people already looked
was-
at them a certain way, but I think that even tanked it up 100. Like who in their right mind? I'm sorry, but I personally, I couldn't think of something like that during the time when my child is missing and if I thought they were abducted, because we don't know, so we have to say allegedly, whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up Lori here, see if 5 people is okay. Lori, can you hear us? Wonder what's going on. Lori? Because that happened. I brought it up again. Can you hear us? Maybe she forgot to add her mic. Hello? All right. We'll keep it here for a minute and see. Okay. So go ahead. What were we saying? Sorry. The Cornbread Mafia. Okay. Somebody brought up the Dixie Mafia. Kaz. Yeah, we tried to look that up last time. So you think it's more because I wanted to watch that again because didn't they say Dixie Mafia? They said something else too, didn't they? Not just Cornbread Mafia when they asked her? Or no?
That's all I heard.
Okay. I feel like
But I've seen in the chat earlier, people were talking about the Dixie Mafia. I don't know if it's like kind of the same, just different terms. Or there's
the Dixie
branches.
Mafia says a criminal. This seems more appropriate for if they did have something to do with taking Summer, because the Cornbread one doesn't seem like they'd be a group that would take her. But this one is a criminal organization composed mainly of white Southerners. They that various crime categories: stolen merchandise, illegal alcohol, illegal drugs, violence.
But what do they refer themselves to? Like
Dixie
they're not going to.
Mafia or
Dixie. I thought you meant
Dixie.
the Cornbread. I was like,
no.
they're not going to call themselves.
Yeah, that's but yeah, that's Dixie Mafia. So this is what Kaz told me to look up. So maybe let me see. Appalachian states. I don't know. It does say Eastern Tennessee. So I couldn't find Cornbread Mafia that was associated in Tennessee. That's why I was so confused because I kept saying Tennessee. And when I look up Cornbread Mafia, it doesn't say Tennessee. So
Does it say Georgia?
It was
Just
probably
Kentucky,
originated in Kentucky.
yeah,
Just
but
like any gang, you have all kinds of gangs that originate in one city, and then they branch out all over. So I think maybe the Cornbread Mafia originated in Kentucky,
yeah.
and then
But
branched
I was
out to
looking
other
at where it
states.
said they branched, and I didn't see Tennessee, but it doesn't mean that, you know, if I did more
Yeah.
research, maybe I would find it. But Lori, can you hear us now?
You can bump me down and maybe she can come up. I just want to give you.
No, she is
a-
up. She's up. It
Oh.
doesn't have anything to do with it's. I don't think we can't hear her. I'm not sure if she's hearing us. No, I mean it's up unless you want to go, but you don't have to because
Maybe she's in the chat and she can explain what's going on.
Because yeah, she was in the chat. Because I said, come back up. Let's see. Let's see if anybody else in chat is like bringing up any good points. Were they all standing around kitchen helping grandma make dinner?
I can't look at the title, start laughing.
Cornbread Mafia. I know. It's just like, oh, you don't, those two words together, just, I don't know. They don't seem to go together.
Well, it could be anything too, because back in the day, nobody could say the word because it was illegal. So there's all kinds of words for, you know, like Mary Jane and, you know, things like that.
Okay.
I mean, my family used to call it Avon, like if they were.
Interesting.
Yeah, just so that Avon, like makeup, you know. So really, can you get me some Avon? It'd be like, can you get me some cornbread?
Interesting.
Okay, Mountain Nanny. But I'm not saying they did, but we were looking at cornbread and it doesn't seem like they would because so at least with Dixie, it does say violence and stuff. But yeah, it just doesn't seem like, you know, child kidnapping is what they would.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And so, oh wait, Lori's back. Let's see if it works. She did say she's having problems, but let's see. Let's try you again, Lori. Can you hear us? Hello? Is it say anything on your side, like about your mic not working or something? Because she was up here before. She was one of you. We already talked to her, and she was our first one, right?
Yeah.
And it was fine. So I wonder,
Yeah.
I don't know, Lori. Well,
can you hear me?
It's looking different.
Yeah.
Oh, it went black. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I don't know if she could hear us.
Oh no.
Hello?
Well, something happened.
It did. It turned black and then she talked for a minute, but I don't know. That might not work. I don't know what the issue is.
Oh, Lori, we're sorry. She says it's too broken up.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Well, I'm glad we at least got to talk to you for a little bit.
There it goes.
Wait, what goes?
No, there it is.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't find it for a minute. It's the first time I'm putting comments up, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that you could do that. So what else, guys? What else can we talk about with this case? I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to ask about Dr. Phil. So did you agree with Dr. Phil's conclusions? Well, I guess you kind of said, Christina, you kind of said that you did? Okay.
I did too.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Debbie. Never mind. Debbie's the one that thinks that that Don, Don might have something to do with it. Okay.
They would have tracked his cell phone. I mean, they could track. They would have already, if he was anywhere in that vicinity to get her, they would have had him locked up already.
And his car too, like the GPS in the car. I'm sure.
They would have had. They would have had that already. I don't think people realize that his phone. For the electronics, they got a warrant for the electronics.
Lori. What about Candus's phone too, right? Because she said she used her grandma.
Well, she's on Wi-Fi.
I think Lori's there.
Oh, okay, Lori. It almost looks like it's froze, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, there, it's moving a little bit.
It's freezing a lot. She's cutting in and out.
Yeah, it's cutting. No, I
Can
heard.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too choppy. We'll try later.
Huh. Okay, try later.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Lori. Thanks for coming.
So does anybody think there's a possibility that maybe there was an accident that Candus covered up? What do you guys feel about that? That something happened under her supervision and it was something maybe she was doing something she shouldn't have been doing, but now you don't? And what changed
I
your
did
mind? This
too.
Dr. Phil thing? Is that what what made you change your mind?
Just time, all these months, all these different things, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, like, look, that dude has been so smashed so many times, and he is not, I mean, he has said some things, and he has done some things, but he has never, like, slipped. Like, how?
Well, no, Candus, maybe he doesn't know though. If if Candus didn't tell him, maybe he doesn't even know. Like if there was an accident and something accidentally happened to Summer.
Every
and it
time
was
I
maybe
think I've got my thoughts in order, I don't.
What the boys are cracked already, though, now that they're out of the house? Because they would have known if there was an accident in the house.
No, yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
They would have probably said by now, oh, she fell down the stairs, or
It's true.
I'm not saying she fell down the stairs. I'm just saying they would have said, oh, no, this happened. My mom took her, or something like that. Because they've been out of the house for a couple months now. So I don't even think there was.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I think, I do think somebody took her. That's what I think. And I think it's somebody that knows the family somehow. I don't know how good they know them, but yeah.
To me, it looks pretty easy.
It does. Yeah, they could park down there and then just come
Mhm.
up through the.
Like at first, the way they made it sound is like it was a jungle and it was so steep.
Yes.
And then when they started really showing it, I was like, I'm in no good shape, but I could totally do that. Like if I had to.
That's what I was thinking too. I could take my little walker and I'd be going down.
Yeah. It was nowhere near the way they made it sound like it, whoever they is that I'm saying.
But did you hear Don say like he didn't even know that trail was there? So maybe they never even tried to go through. Maybe they didn't even realize like how steep or how easy it is to get that.
I don't think I believe that.
You don't? Okay.
No, because they have all those dirt bikes and they have.
But do you think they went through the trees with the dirt bike? Like
they would have went down the trail
to go that way. No, but he said, okay, I guess he could be lying. He said, I didn't even know that that trail was there. Like the trail, like I think he meant the way they would have came through the trees. Isn't that what he was talking about, or no?
The dog trail.
Why is that called the dog? Oh, that's
because the dogs act.
Then never mind. And he knew that was there because he said dog.
I think he knew it was there. I don't know why he would have said that.
Then.
There's too many trails because now there's a bus trail. Someone said there's a dog trail, and then there's like the driveway. Like,
wait, what do you mean a bus trail?
Yeah, someone today called it the bus trail, which just basically means walking behind the bus. It's not. I don't think it's like a, carved out trail.
God. What is going on with this kid? Wow.
What is a bus trail?
I shouldn't have added that because I'm just going to make it worse now.
There's a bus trail.
The boys would have to be riding trails, some type of trails with their dirt bikes. So,
right.
And you can't just ride through trees. So that's why I believe that he knew about the dog trail.
Right.
And there's probably several other trails like in the woods too, so that those dirt bikes can get.
Yeah, and boys on dirt bikes, they're not going to always stay on the trail. I mean, they might veer off. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how organized this trail is. I need to go back and rewatch myself. I don't know.
So, what it says, yes, Don slipped. He said she about a car in area. Wait, what do you mean, Sarah? He said she.
Instead of saying he, I guess.
Oh, that part that they from a while ago. Is that what? Oh, okay. About the car. Yeah, I remember that. So Grandis. So that goes along with, I don't know. I wish they would interview Grandis and make it public. They probably already law enforcement, I'm sure, has, right? I hope. But gosh, I would love to just see an interview with her just to see how she acts when they ask her questions about it, because she was there that day. So,
has Candus ever been interviewed like totally like alone? Or has Don always been there?
Just with CM. Yeah, just with him.
That's right. That's right.
It wasn't necessarily like I mean, they walked through the house and so
it was informal.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, they went to the
police state. Yeah.
that pond or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Place where they swam and stuff too, remember? And then they went to her house. So yeah, she was really comfortable at that moment, but it probably wasn't until like all the crap afterwards, that all the hate and all the accusations that she was getting after, that made her kind of like retreat
Well,
back
that
in.
phone call, she had people finally kind of on her side, and then she made that dumb phone call.
Yes,
the drunken, and then it just started everyone back to square one again.
yes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, very.
And what about like Hunter and Allie? Has anybody been talking to them still, or?
Not that
No, but I don't believe anything they say, either of them, because, no, I just think they wanted some limelight.
So I know there's some people that think that Hunter, was there or knows more. Does any of you guys, have you ever thought that?
No.
I mean, come on. How many times can someone throw I can't think what the term is. Throw a thing in the thing,
A wrench in the.
Thank you. I mean, seriously, come on. Like, as we go along, it's just gathering more and more people and more things. Like, it's crazy.
Like a snowball of dirt.
Yeah. And I've been following true crime for 2 decades. I've never seen anything like this. Ever.
That's how I feel about it, California Thunder. I feel like we're almost getting to a point where people aren't even true crime lovers. They're just like soap opera lovers coming in. Like, it's really weird because, there's not a lot of critical thinking. It's a lot of just
slinging mud.
Because those interviews that he's been doing now, that's just all about, like, it has nothing to do with true crime. It's all about just drama and just,
Or Summer. I mean, the whole thing of this is, where is your child? And what, I don't understand. Like, I think that's what I think a lot of people have a problem with that is, I had a problem with that. Their words were really sincere in the beginning. I didn't detect deception in the way that they spoke, but I had a problem with actions. I had a problem with him not going out and putting up, like, spending time on YouTube, not with real news, but like instead of going out to like the next county and putting up signs of his missing daughter, right? So there was a lot of things like that. Like, I feel I would be spending all of my time doing that. So
I know I would. Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't even think they put up any signs, did they? Like, I don't feel like they helped you with that at all. But I know Robin, she was like making copies, I think, and like passing them out and stuff.
But no one has actually given it, like, sat down, and I don't mean in a bully type way, but given a very pointed question and sat there and like, I'm not going to move until you answer this question. Why did you not do this? They let him drift. Don't let him drift. Bring him back. Because I think that people will stop attacking if we get some answers that we just don't get, because I don't know, like, it just
I've wondered that too. There's been times where we've talked about that, like, as a group, like, okay, let's get him on and ask him some questions, like, be gentle with it, but like, because there's these rumors, and if we could put these rumors to rest,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, and we could just get him to answer these rumors, then maybe we can focus on Summer.
Exactly. Yes.
Unfortunately, he doesn't, I don't know, respond to us, but I don't, I can't, like, in the beginning, I was like, actually, like, trying to get Candus, but not him.
Right.
She doesn't care at all. So, I mean, to talk to anybody.
Wait, I just want to see, how do you say it? See Haggy? I'm confused. Are you being serious? Yeah, you could tell us your theory, but I'm a little confused on if you're being like for real
sarcastic,
or it's
why
not.
Don't you come up?
But as long as you say it's just your opinion, theories. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, just different theories. Or are you trying to say that's what we're doing or something? I'm just throwing out different ideas that's been presented by people, and people have a thought, and just asking them what they think. Doesn't necessarily mean I believe it, but no, you could tell us your theory.
Yeah, as long as you're respectful about it and don't like, And as long if you're gonna say another channel, just don't unless it's the behavior panel who we're talking about or Dr. Phil. Just don't mention another channel and it'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Did they answer?
No, because I think they
Mm.
they put him in timeout, so now they can't answer.
Oh.
But I didn't. But I mean, I guess what the
Well, some things sound really cryptic, and you don't know what to make of it. You know.
So yeah, maybe first let's just ask, because if I catch it, I'll just ask, because maybe this person wasn't actually being mean. Maybe they're being serious because maybe they've been in other chats that they were trying to explain their theory and they got blocked. So maybe they were really actually asking. So I like to just ask, but I don't know though. Maybe if they were being sarcastic, that's kind of mean, but maybe they weren't. So let's just wait. Hopefully they'll stick around until their timeout. Wait, it was just a timeout, right? Nobody got blocked, right? Hold on a second. Let me see how that was worded, because I hope it wasn't actually. Where is it? Do you remember anybody, or Bella? It was timed out, right?
I don't know, because I'm looking on StreamYard, not YouTube.
That's what I'm looking on.
Oh, you could see it on here?
No, I can't. I'm
Yeah.
reading the person that said they did it. I can't see. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I can't see.
Oh,
Did
no,
we
she said
lose?
she timed her out. Okay.
I think we lost someone. Christina.
I'm
We
here.
did?
Oh, I didn't see your name on there, and I didn't see the white thing moving.
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I somewhat agree, Zero, but also what about the whole trafficking thing? Like, people disappear in that world. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, what do you
Don't
guys
forget,
think?
they said that there was those workers out there cutting the trees down and stuff for a couple of days.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
they
that
would
little
have been
girl was
watching the
outside
house.
all the time.
Yes.
That's really important,
Wow.
actually.
And I do
forgot
believe
about
she
that.
was. I do believe she used to go out to her swing alone. I don't think she was. I mean,
Oh yeah, I believe that.
and you know what? They live in the country, spread far apart. I mean, maybe they just thought it was safe for her to do so.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
just probably how they were brought up. That's just how they did
Yeah.
it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my daughter, she wasn't allowed outside at 5 alone, but I didn't live in the country either.
Right.
So, I mean, I have a lot of anxiety, so I would freak out, so I wouldn't let them outside alone. But, and we don't, it sounds like the neighborhood they live in the area, that it's normal for the kids to just be outside.
Yeah, yeah. Mez, oh, you're leaving, Mez? I was hoping maybe you'd come up.
Good night, Maz.
Good
Why don't you come
night.
up and say good night to us and sing to us before you go? Follow the link, Maz.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
But you know
Yeah,
what?
well-
I live kind of in the rural-ish, rural for Southern California, and I've gotten used to like no one being around, but until there is, you know what I mean? I have opened my window and because there was someone in
oh wow.
I don't know what it's called, but like a cherry picker thing.
Yes.
That they're
through the
in?
trees. or the
Yes,
wires.
because I got the wires.
Yes.
That sounds kind of old. And it startles me. There's
Whoa.
a man. I'm not
Oh
used to
my
a
God.
man being there. So, you know, those things can happen. And I agree about those random guys. I mean,
Yes.
that needs to stay on the table.
I don't even think anybody knows where she is, where to look. I don't think Ellie knows, the detectives. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a cold case.
It's unfortunate. Because you know that they've probably talked to some of the people that were cutting down the trees, because she said, what, 2 weeks?
I hope they did. I hope the
I
law
would
enforcement
too.
did. Like, oh, you mean when they were doing it that you talking about Dawn and Candus, or what do you mean?
Like afterward, because Dawn and Candace mentioned that, right? Because
law enforcement. You mean.
so that law enforcement, went out and hopefully tracked them down and talked to them and asked them and maybe looked at their whereabouts, because it would be a good lead.
Yes,
I
it
would
would.
feel.
Wow, it definitely would. I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, so many twists and turns in this case that you kind of like forget about stuff that was said before, because it's turned into a poop show, right? Like we're not focusing on Summer.
Yeah.
We need to get all this stuff out of the way so we can get back to where is she? Who
Well,
took her?
you know what? Unfortunately, we can't even trust the main guy like Lawson if he's still the one in charge. I mean, I don't think the public has any confidence in him. So we're kind of like a team without a coach, just running around, you know, trying to make sense of things.
And they didn't believe it was an abduction at first. Who would? So I don't think they focused on that. I think they focused more or less on Don and Candus and like Allie and Hunter and I shouldn't have said his name. And things like that. I don't think they took it as an abduction at first because they said there were no signs of abduction. But really, would there ever be signs of abduction?
Thank you.
Seen somebody outside and was on her thing, and then they said, "Oh, come here!" Right at the trail. They could have had a puppy. They could have had a candy. They could have had anything, and off she goes.
Yeah.
And
there's not always a scuffle or a ripped screen. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they could have had what is that? Chloroform. They could have chloroformed her.
Yeah.
Now we don't know how reliable it is that neighbor said that she heard the scream. We don't know if that's reliable. We don't know if it's not. The woman seemed to have some issues, so we don't know if that's true. We don't know.
I'm wondering, why did Sheriff Lawson say it was unfounded, and then that would be a big deal. So he must have talked to her, right? Like, wonder what he found out.
She did an interview.
I know.
Was it yes?
Can somebody email me where to find that? Because when we were talking about her before, I was asking, I want to see this interview. Nobody interviewed. I don't know where to find the link, but just email me if anybody knows where I could watch an interview of this neighbor that we're talking about, because I want to see.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either. I've just heard.
I put it in the chat last night when I seen it, and then I didn't watch it yet because I was on with you. Well, I was in the chat last night, so I seen it come up. I put it in the chat, and I should have screenshot it because W8. Wait, what is the station? News Channel 11 W. It starts with a W. Yes, that's where it was yesterday.
Wait,
W8.
W8.
She got it. W.
I didn't mean to. I just kind of threw it out. W.
I'm gonna check. W. Yes, it was the WL. Was it WL? Wait, maybe I screenshot it. Let me look.
I'm like kind of.
Oh, I did. I think I did. I screenshot it. Okay.
Yay.
WJHL.
Okay.
News Channel 11 has the very first interview given by a neighbor who says the day after the 5-year-old went missing, she and her 2 kids swear they heard a scream shortly before they joined the search for now missing Summer Wells.
Hold on. Let me see if maybe I could play it. Hold on one second. At least parts of it. Let me go look for it. Hold on, guys. Or you guys can still chat. I'm going to go find it.
I also, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure if you plan on having a stream, but there's a little girl missing from Kenton. Oh, yeah, Kenton,
yes, I was going to talk.
Hunt. They arrested the guy.
2 girls then. That's not the one I was thinking of. There's one that we just got an Amber Alert. What's her name? So there's a Trinity too. I was talking about.
Yes, Trinity Hunt was kidnapped from an acquaintance that lived in another camper. Oh gosh, on the property. They seen him take her on a video, and he's arrested, and they still haven't found her yet.
So mine was Anna Burke, I think her name was. It was just, I think it was last night. So there was a babysitter, and her boyfriend said, and I don't understand because I haven't got the details of why he wanted to take her to McDonald's to go to the bathroom. Were they out and about? Why wouldn't they just go at home? But he said he was taking her to go to the bathroom at McDonald's, and he never came back. She's a 5-year-old girl, so they put out an Amber Alert, and because she called the babysitter, then called the parents like he didn't come back. He didn't come back. I don't know what's going on, and they have like pictures of him in the convenience store and stuff. So I was going to kind of talk about that later, but there's another one. You said Trinity. Okay. So let me write down.
Yeah. And they did make an arrest because they seen him on video.
The Trinity. What's the last name?
Hunt. Wow. H-U-N-T. And the man arrested is Charles Castle. Okay. He was arrested tonight.
Man, I don't know. Maybe I should just do a separate stream and just talk about those 2 cases sometime. Yeah, because it's both in Canton. Like, it's both my town, like where I live in Canton's not a big. Did you say Trinity is in Canton? I know
Yes.
the Anna Burke one's in Canton, but okay, so yeah.
Wait, let me
Yeah.
make sure. Let me see how to it's
Are they
spelled.
both
Maybe
5
I'm
years
saying it
old?
wrong. Kenton.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, Kenton.
Kenton.
That's not. Where's that at? Is it Ohio?
It's in Ohio, yeah.
There's a Kent, Ohio, but that's where I went to
I'm
school.
gonna-
But
I'll look it up.
Kenton, hold on.
Kenton, Ohio. I'm gonna look it up.
Mine's Canton,
Kenton.
Ohio. Let me see where Kenton is.
Harlan County or Hardin County, west.
Northwest of.
Proc-
Okay, hold on.
yeah, you're looking it up too. Yeah, so 57 miles northwest of Columbus.
All right, hold on. Let me see how far it is from.
How far?
I know the Anna Burke one is in Canton, actually, but I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
It's so scary. All these little. And yeah, that was a good question, California Thunder. Are they both 5?
I know Anna's
Trinity
5. I don't know
7.
what Trinity. Okay.
Trinity 7. And they towed
It
his
says
camper.
it's 2 hours and 17 minutes for me, so Kenton is. But go ahead. What?
They put her in a van from outside the house, and then he put her in the van, and then he has a camper on their. I think now. I don't know 100%. I think his camper was on their property. And so they towed the camper today, but they still can't find her.
Ooh, I just found it when I typed in that WJHL. There's a video that says, "What is the Cornbread Mafia? A law enforcement expert's perspective on Summer Wells." You guys want to watch that and see what that's all about, or no?
What is
Am I on
it? I'm
mute?
sorry.
Oh,
What'd you say? What was it?
when I typed in WJHL to look up that interview, the one video that came up is, "What is the Cornbread Mafia? A law enforcement expert perspective on Summer Wells," and it's a little clip from that news channel.
Let's do it because we all are questions.
Yeah, we all want to know.
Yeah, I watched it earlier. I was just laughing.
How what? Okay, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 minute, guys. I want to download it so I could just not have commercials. Okay. And then I'll look for that interview. We could probably watch that too. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, why isn't that opening?
I'm disabled, so I don't leave the house much. So this is what I do all day long. I research, I look, I make sure things are credible.
Okay.
We love that.
Yeah,
we need people like that.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick, and then we'll play it. So you guys just keep chatting, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's that 1.5 cup of coffee. I'm almost done with this second cup, and it's just like.
Are you gonna go slow with the next one?
I'm not having another one.
Are you gonna get a lollipop?
I might go down and get a lollipop too.
Oh my gosh, I want chips and a lollipop.
All right, I'll be back. But you guys keep chatting. Chat away.
Okay.
I ordered those lollipops last night on Amazon because raspberry's my favorite, and they looked so good.
Oh my gosh, the Tootsie Pops?
They were the blue. Yeah. Because I didn't like those little dum-dum small ones.
Those are dum-dums.
Yeah. Dum-dums are dumb.
They're so dumb.
They're not even safe, I don't think, for little kids because the stick breaks off so easily.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
there's barely
a child
candy
could
on
choke.
there.
It's a tease.
Totally, it is.
Oh, there's still a pursuit.
So what is everybody in chat thinking? We're going to be watching the Cornbread Mafia little tidbit soon. Gaily Gale, rest in the room. Yes. And the mods are doing so amazing.
That's not an easy job that they have, I've noticed the last few years, being a mod.
No, because you miss a lot of content because you're like just focusing on, you miss a lot of content. So you have to go back and watch again because, and Zav's mods are like superstars.
They are.
Yeah.
It took me a long time before I would chat, and I've never been on a panel before. I was so nervous.
But it's easy, right? Like you have fun
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a drama-free channel, so that's why I decided
Exactly.
I would.
It's a safe place here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Nobody's gonna.
And it's hard to keep up with some of the other
Oh yeah.
creators, and Zav's just sweet.
What's
Yeah.
sweet?
Safe and sweet.
You're
You're
sweet.
sweet.
You're
Aw,
sweet.
thanks.
You gotta stop worrying about those trolls, though. I think a lot of people, when they put comments in, are trolls, and you take it like, and we're like, no, don't worry
Yeah.
about them. They're
Yeah.
just trolls. They're trying to get that reaction out of you.
Yeah, maybe some are, yeah. But sometimes, like, I'll get one where it's like, oh no, I'm sorry. I've get ones apologizing, and so I always at least try. But yeah, I mean, you'll get that. Red light. Wait, what? It says I'm shy and I'm finally and I'm usually quiet. Then I finally open up and I get some red line. What is that? Huh? Julia, hey, what do you mean? Hey, Libra, Kaz. Okay, so let's watch this video clip and see what this news channel says about the Cornbread Mafia.
Yes.
All right, 1 second.
Go.
Where is it?
14 asterisks.
Wait, what's 14 asterisks?
I'm always accused of being a troll. I just like to
No.
debate residential non-conformist here. Yes.
All right, where is it? It's right here. We go. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Let's see.
Is Summer Wells. It's the latest thought raging on the internet since the parents of the 5-year-old have been introduced to millions of viewers on the Dr. Phil show.
Now, part 2 of the 2-part segment aired late this afternoon. News Channel 11's Ainsley Daniel has been leading our coverage since Summer's disappearance in June, and she reports on one of the biggest takeaways from the Dr. Phil show.
Oh, wait, why did I do
Josh and
that?
Sarah, we took a look at the Google Trends in the past day for Cornbread Mafia. As you can see behind me here, plenty of hits followed. The related topics kept getting closer to Summer's home: Hawkins County, kidnapping, Phil McGraw, Rogersville, and Summer.
You have to actually look at what is organized crime.
There are distinct factors, starting with the existence of a chain of command and a means of moving money.
You usually see money flowing from the bottom to the top. You usually see some type of identifier via tattoos, the type clothes that individuals are wearing, colors, stuff of that nature.
That's not what you get out of this 80s era organization who got their start moving marijuana, not children.
At this point, it's more of legend and folklore versus actual possible reality.
Candus Bly's reaction was unmistakable, but the cause of her stress could be misunderstood.
You know, we don't know what the triggering effect is. It could have just triggered her for something else and not necessarily their involvement with or possible involvement with her abduction or disappearance.
Dr. Phil used specific words when he told Dawn and Candus what he thought of their involvement.
My understanding is Dr. Phil says it to the family, and he makes it specific, and he says in her murder and then the covering or removal of the body. He doesn't say anything else about trafficking or anything of that nature. So I found that kind of unique that he worded it in that way.
Dr. Phil's words and the parents' reactions are certainly taking center stage in the 2 days of episodes.
To me, as a former investigator, it doesn't say a lot to me that the way they're acting, the way they do. What I'm going to look at more is the statements that they're making, their body language, and how they present themselves. That's what I'm going to look more at versus the number of times they get before a camera.
But the organization may well exist, says our expert, but no structure exists to pull off Summer's disappearance.
So I think it's more of a code of silence versus an actual organized operation.
Stanton says he trusts the agencies leading the investigation into what happened to Summer Wells. He told me today that he believes this case will be solved, and it's just a matter of when.
Ainsley, thanks. You can see all of our coverage on the search for Summer Wells right now on WJHL.com underneath the News tab.
Okay, so yeah, kind of what we said. It doesn't make sense. The Cornbread Mafia wouldn't be taking kids, so, you know.
Folklore.
Not something that they would do. Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah.
Just marijuana movers, like,
Yeah.
you know. They
So-
probably don't even refer to themselves as the Cornbread Mafia. It's probably just like something other people call them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it might
Yeah.
just be the whole mafia, the word mafia, and then that phone call. And the
I
next
think
to
that
mafia,
rattles
and maybe.
people. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Okay, so I want to see if there's anything else too. With
The
that
interview
channel.
from the neighbor.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder, Christina.
I didn't watch that one yet.
Well, here.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't think, is her name something Joe, right? Is it? It's
Jody
not Tammy
Sue.
Josie Sue.
Jody. Stu.
Jody. Thank you,
But the
Kelsey.
son's name. Oh,
What happened?
well, I
Oh,
get.
not say. Okay, yes. True.
Oh, did you guys see the interview on this channel where Don Wells addresses recent arrests and interview from a day ago? You want to watch that?
Mm-mm.
Let's just watch
No.
this. What is
Yeah.
that? Hold on, let's see. Hold on 1 second. And then I'll find that interview. But as I'm going down, I'm seeing more that are kind of interesting too. All right, let me go. Any other thoughts, guys? Nobody else is coming up, huh?
I know. No one wants to come up and we don't bite.
I never really get like a lot of people.
I think this is a good panel.
No, it is a really good panel. But you know how sometimes you watch live and there's all like just people always constantly going up?
Yeah.
For some reason, yeah, I hope people aren't like afraid of me or something.
No, you're so scary.
I don't know. I don't know. So I'm downloading that, but what was I gonna? Oh yeah, I want to delete this one. Okay. Let's see what the comments are saying why that's downloading. So we got Libra, thanks for coming. The neighbor did an interview with the news. Yeah, so we're gonna look at that too. We're getting to it. I'm just getting sidetracked with these other these other things. Let's see. You're E4 doing fine. No, we are. Thanks for coming, guys. This is really good. You guys have brought up a lot of good points that I didn't think of. Oatmeal raisin mafia. Connie. That's funny.
They're my favorite.
That's how you know they didn't name themselves. There's no way.
I know. I wonder why.
I wonder
Well,
where
it's
they
like-
got that name. Oh, just to like be something totally off the, for what it really
Yeah,
is.
to describe the work, because back then you couldn't sell, you couldn't have, you couldn't do anything with. I don't want to say the word. I don't know if it'll get flagged, but now in New York it's legal, so it doesn't matter for us.
And maybe
I don't
because
partake.
Maybe like because bread is money, so maybe it was like because
Oh yeah, good one.
because out here like we say paper for money.
Yeah.
And it's changed. Like before it would maybe be bread, but everyone knows bread is money, so now it'd be the corn paper mafia.
But that's, you know what though? Good thinking.
Yeah. Could be.
I mean, if
All
you
right.
want to go with pot or drugs.
All right, I'm going to play this, guys.
5
real quick.
o'clock, more legal troubles wasn't the plan, leaving Hollywood after filming that Dr. Phil show you just saw here on News Channel 11. But not long after their return to Northeast Tennessee, missing 5-year-old Summer Wells' father was arrested on suspicion for DUI.
Then again in court the following Monday for that being a violation of his probation. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel was able to ask him how the ongoing attention will help find his daughter. She's live in the studio tonight. Ansley?
Josh and Sarah, this was Don's first on-camera interview since going to LA and coming back home, and since those charges on him have mounted. Now, he told me, though, that he knows he's no media darling.
I have lost control. I've done stupid things, and for that I apologize.
Confessions of a father who says he has struggled emotionally since the disappearance of his daughter. And that's not all.
You know, we've had problems with threats and violence and all kind of things like that, and it's been dangerous.
It's clear how many think of him.
It's been dangerous not only for us, but for everybody that we're involved with.
Summer's older brothers were taken by Child Protective Services back in July. A deeper strain now on their parents' marriage.
Me and her have had a lot of problems because of this. And we're both just down and miss our kids. And don't exactly know how to deal with all that.
But they stand together in what they think happened to their only daughter.
Me and Candus know for a fact that Summer was abducted. We know that, but...
Can you share with me why you know for a fact or how you know?
Well, the reason that I know is because I know my wife, and I know what kind of emotions and the heartbreak that she's been going through, and the way everything happened when she called me.
Have police given you any information on that or anything pointing to that?
No.
That's unheard of.
Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson says that they have found no evidence Summer was abducted.
Why is it our property is any different than any other property where kids are abducted? Why? What makes them think, oh, there's no way an abduction can happen here, but everywhere else it's probable, but not this property?
Don Wells told us he could not speak about his recent charges based on the advice of his attorney. And just a reminder, though, there has been a gag order placed on the case involving the Child Protective Services that have their older sons.
Yeah, I agree. Why is it not possible? Kids get abducted all the time. Why are they saying, oh, it couldn't have happened?
Out in
Yeah,
the
I
open.
totally agree with Don. That makes no sense for them,
I do too.
for Lawson to say that. It makes absolutely no sense.
Right.
So I just realized that arrest was after the Dr. Phil, because, they filmed it. So that's, he does that and then he goes and, gets arrested after Dr. Phil. Wow. Oh, we got somebody backstage.
Yay.
Miranda,
it's She Builder.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, She Builder.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, yes, but I can hear you like ×2, so I'm probably doing something wrong.
Oh, do you have YouTube on too? You have to
Probably.
mute YouTube.
Let me see if I can
turn down the volume on
mute
YouTube.
because it's on YouTube's on a delay, so you'll hear like an echo. Okay, so while she's getting that, I'm going to try to find that other interview.
Okay, I'm going to turn it down. Give me just a sec.
Okay. And, I think we realize that there's a lot of differing opinions on Don and Candus's level of guilt. And that's fine. That's what we do here is we discuss, but we get along, we can all have differing opinions on it. And
That's true crime, not true crama or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's the difference. What'd you call it? What is it called? Crama?
Drama.
I don't know if I've heard that crama. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, it seems like there's certain cases that take a hold of like that group of people, like that are more into like the drama. The Chris Watts had a lot of them. This case, who else? Well, Gabby, that had like a bunch of everybody. People that would never really were into true crime. That attracted a lot of people. All right. So.
No reason to get offended by other people's opinions. I'm not. I don't know. Like, I'll take it personal.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to like kind of talk through everything and have an open mind, because even you don't have to ever change your opinion. It can just kind of like elucidate you, even on your own opinion.
Yep.
I think we're just a lot of times see that people are beat up for opinions, and it's not like that doesn't happen here. That's what's good.
Oh, it's gold.
It's gold. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I found the interview. Okay, cool.
Yay.
Hey, do you want to add? Oh, you added. Oh, you did add it.
What did I
Wait,
add?
did you? Wait, hold on a second.
No, I didn't.
I thought I heard. Oh, She Builder, you are here. Can you hear us? Is She Builder here?
She Builder's here, but remember, She Builder went to turn down her YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, my memory is so bad. Wow, what is wrong with me? That was like 2 minutes ago, not even 2 minutes ago, and I already forgot. Okay, so let's get this. I got two videos actually I want to play. So I have the interview, Neighbor of Summer Wells, that I'm going to play, and then I have, just curious, it's from this same news channel, and the title is How Content Creators Get Involved with Cases Like Summer Wells.
Okay.
Interesting to what they say, right? Which one do you want to watch first?
The first one you said.
The Neighbor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's, because we keep forgetting and pushing her to the back
I
burner.
know. Okay. All right. All righty, here we go. This is the neighbor that heard the scream, I guess. So
The Wells family lives across the street from a neighboring property. On mirroring mountains, together they can be described as sentinels which sit high over Ben Hill Road. The night Summer went missing, the neighbor swears that she and her 2 children heard a scream shortly before they joined the search for a now missing Summer Wells.
It's there, but you want to forget.
On the watch and hypervigilant. That's how Jody Sue Brown was the very day Summer Wells went missing.
There's no TV, no noise at all.
Jody Sue was in her cabin with her teenage kids, 19 and 14, waiting for anything.
We were kind of hyper alert because of property things that had happened the day before. So we were listening for noise. Everything was kind of quiet.
The sale brought a plethora of people to their door, confused about which piece of land was for sale, leading to a dispute of property lines.
While we were out at one point doing survey lines, and there was a flash of a car that went up Candus and Donnie's driveway. Something about it struck me wrong.
She and her family next heard a truck door slamming and dismissed it as their neighbors. The next sound was harder to justify. About an hour and a half before Summer is thought to go missing, Jody Sue, her son, and her daughter heard something far more suspicious. A scream.
Stopped all 3 of us cold.
Her daughter was the first to go to the cabin door. Then all 3 were there, listening still.
We heard just this kind of shrill, almost animalistic scream.
Animalistic, but not an animal.
Knew it was, wrong. It wasn't a dog, it wasn't an animal.
That vigilance kicking into overdrive. Jody Sue and her son went out to look for the source of the scream.
My son and I decided to go out, look and see what we could see. We went back onto the bank, didn't see anything, didn't hear anything.
They went on with their evening. The kids returned to being kids. Jody Sue headed down her driveway around 6 to tend to flowers.
And at this point, I start hearing Candus hollering for Summer. And then my brain immediately went, scream earlier, this, uh-oh.
Jody Sue was the first to hear those calls and the first to join the search for Summer.
I dropped my purse. I tried to yell up at Candus. I was like, I'm looking, and I started looking.
Jody Sue searched one side of a creek, Summer's brothers the opposite side.
And you gave statements to the police, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Jody Sue had been interviewed many times by investigators, bringing up the scream often. But the sheriff doesn't believe the scream is related to the disappearance of Summer Wells.
She's been interviewed numerous times by not only my agency, but the TBI and the FBI, and we don't find anything with that complaint or information related to this case.
Jody Sue wishes she could go back to just a short time before Summer disappeared and before the scream she believes was Summer.
I wish every day that when I heard that scream, I hadn't tried to dismiss it.
Referencing the work of the FBI, TBI, and his own deputies, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson reiterated in an interview the same week as Jody Sue's that investigators have found absolutely no proof that an abduction has taken place in the Beach Creek community. Ansley?
I disagree. How isn't that a huge thing? I don't get why Sheriff Lawson's saying, that doesn't have anything to do with it. What do you mean? That was right around the time somebody might have taken her.
Right.
Like, and then there's no proof that she's abducted. Well, right there, freaking oh my God, there's something wrong with the sheriff then. I thought he was saying like that he doesn't believe her, but he's just saying he doesn't think it has anything to do with the abduction. That is ridiculous. Or that has to do with her. I'm mad. I don't know. That's not
They're not
right.
treating it as an abduction
That's
at all.
up. That should be like
even a possibility.
But why?
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on. Like
I didn't know her son had heard it too.
So wait, I want to play parts of this back because did she say when did she hear that car door? Like where was that time frame? And then when she heard the scream, she said how long was it? An hour before? Is that
no.
Said?
You have to be careful. The way that the news person cuts in and it's confusing because they say an hour and a half before Summer disappears, but the way they threw it in there.
I want to re-listen. That's why.
Yeah. Please do. Yeah.
Because even here's what I'm thinking. Even if it was a little bit before, because maybe Candus didn't realize she was gone until like maybe a half hour after they took her because she was busy doing whatever she was doing because it wasn't 2 minutes. So maybe she was taking even an hour before she realized she was missing. If Candus left and went somewhere, didn't even realize because she is kind of neglectful and probably she's probably not always aware where her kids are. So maybe even if the scream was a little bit off time, they should take that in consideration that just because Candus realized it at a certain time doesn't mean it didn't happen before. Oh, like I am mad at Lawson right now. That's messed up.
And you know what? I kind of at times fell into the dismissing the Jody Sue scream thing. However, when she made that point that the reason they were hyper alert is because Dobbs, that whole thing had just happened the day before, that supports why she would be hyper vigilant.
Yeah. Okay. You know what thing with Dobbs? Remind me what happened with Dobbs before?
He was buying property but camping on the wrong thing. Yeah.
Okay, let me rewind it a little bit because I want to hear her time frame real quick again.
Which said hi over Ben Hill Road. The night Summer went missing, the neighbor swears that she and her 2 children heard a scream shortly before they joined the search for a now missing Summer Wells.
It's there, but you want to forget.
On the watch and hypervigilant. That's how Jody Sue Brown was the very day Summer Wells went missing.
There was no TV, no noise at all.
Jody Sue was in her cabin with her teenage kids, 19 and 14, waiting for anything.
We were kind of hyper alert because of property things that had happened the day before. So we were listening for noise. Everything was kind of quiet.
The sale brought a plethora of people to their door, confused about which piece of land was for sale, leading to a dispute of property lines.
While we were out at one point doing survey lines, and there was a flash of a car that went up Candus and Donnie's driveway, something about it struck me wrong.
She and her family next heard.
So when was that? When was the car? I want to know. How close was that to anything? And then,
did she say the day before?
No, I think it was the same day.
The day before was the cause of Jody Sue being alert.
Yeah.
She and her family next heard a truck door slamming and dismissed it as their neighbors. The next sound was harder to justify. About an hour and a half before Summer is thought to go missing, Jody's...
An hour and a half before Summer's thought to go missing because it could have been a while before Candus even realized she was gone because she probably was.
Yeah, but there's no set time still. That's still being argued.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is it 6:30? Is it so how are we, what are they going off?
Well, when they started, maybe she's going off like when Candus started yelling for Summer, looking for her.
Yeah, but the news should have stated a time, not assume that we know.
Would that put it at 3:30?
4:30 probably. Or no, 4:30. They said hour and a half. I would say 4:30 because I would think around 5:30 is what I'm thinking, or what I don't know.
I was thinking 5. Yeah, it's because I'm thinking 5 because she looked for a while, then called Dawn. But I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
I thought she called Dawn first before even the cops, right?
Yeah, but she looked.
How long do you think she looked? She probably looked for like 5 minutes. She probably looked in the basement, looked under the cup, and just went outside. I mean, how long? I don't think she looked for like a half hour or anything. You think? Maybe. I don't know. I think she would have called the way she is. I feel like she would have called Dawn pretty shortly.
I don't know. I feel like she would have just been like, Summer, Summer, come here. And then like checked her phone and went on and like did it like a TikTok, and then Summer, like not really looking, but then getting serious as like the minutes ticked.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
don't know.
So that's just, do you think, no, I was going to say, do you think that's why they dismissed it, the law enforcement, because it was like an hour and a half before, but they got to realize that Candace could be wrong about the timing. She could have not realized a whole hour before, hour and a half, that Summer was gone because of the type of how she is with being a parent. You know what I'm saying? That she probably does leave him for long. They should not dismiss that. I'm sorry. I'm mad. I don't know about this sheriff, guys.
JW is saying that there was a interview, a more thorough interview.
Yeah, I think it's probably on a separate channel, not a news,
not
right,
a
JW?
All right, let me finish. Let me just listen to a little bit more of this, and then we'll
Her
talk.
son and her daughter heard something far more suspicious. A scream.
Stopped all three of us cold.
Her daughter was the first to go to the cabin door. Then all three were there, listening still.
We heard just this kind of shrill, almost animalistic scream.
Animalistic, but not an animal.
Knew it was, wrong. It wasn't a dog. It wasn't an animal.
That vigilance kicking into overdrive. Jody Sue and her son went out to look for the source of the scream.
My son and I decided to go out, look and see what we could see. We went back onto the bank. Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything.
They went on with their evening. The kids returned to being kids. Jody Sue headed down her driveway around 6 to tend to flowers.
And at this point, I start hearing Candus hollering for Summer. And then my brain immediately went, scream earlier, this, uh-oh.
Jody Sue.
So there you go. She said around 6 is when basically, isn't that what it sounded like? Around 6 is when she heard Candace screaming. But that could mean 5:30, 6:30, around 6. They could probably use, it could probably vary that like a half hour, I would say. But, okay. So yeah. So I'm thinking maybe the scream was like a 4, man. I don't know, but I still, I think they need to look into that. That's ridiculous that they're not even really taking it serious at all.
Well, Kaz is saying in chat that if you go to her Josie Sue's Facebook, that there is here, hold on. See that?
Oh, wait, I didn't read. I was looking at something else. Okay, zavgirl, you would have to listen to Jody Sue's Facebook stories about FBI paying her through PayPal and running in woods with no. Wait, what do you? Huh? I don't understand. So you're saying that they're paying her off to be quiet or something? I'm confused.
Yeah, and that she might be.
But why are they trying to? Why are they trying so hard? Law enforcement. Why is he trying so hard to make it look like it's not possible to be an abduction? Like, I don't get this. Like, what's the backstory here? What's going on?
But then also not naming anyone, so all that would leave is for her wandering off on her own. Which, come on,
I know, it makes no sense. Or she just evaporated. Like, what?
Right. Yeah.
Now I'm using that word. Evaporated.
I know.
I wouldn't normally use
heard
that because wow.
I heard that.
Anyway,
don't use that word. That's a.
Oh wow, we got a bunch of people back. Okay, well, not a bunch, but
I'll hop off because I think my earbuds are probably gonna die soon. So I'll just stay in the chat.
I can hop off too.
It was good chatting with y'all.
Oh yeah, you too, Christina. Thanks for coming up. You brought up good points.
No problem. Amazing. I'll be in the chat. Bye-bye.
Wait, whatever happened to so She Builder? Did she ever come back?
She's right there.
No, I know she's right there, but did she come back? Did we ever hear her? Wait,
no,
where'd she
never
go?
Heard her.
Oh, that was left. Christina that just left. Okay, She Builder. Can you hear us now? Hello?
She's muted.
Not by me though.
No, by herself.
Yeah. So she'll have to unmute it. Okay. So hold it, you guys. The other two, I'm gonna just wait. Why?
Oh,
now it says device is not connected. Okay. Well, let me add Ashley real quick. Ashley?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yep. Can you hear us?
Of course. How are you guys tonight?
Good. Very
That's
good.
awesome.
Sorry.
other
How are
than
you?
trying to decipher this Dr. Phil episode.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I don't. I the faces and the looks that Candus was giving Dr. Phil, just her body language, like she gave him like dead eyes. It was weird, and just the looks that she had. I don't think particularly that she was high or drunk. I think that maybe it's just her, but I definitely think something was going on with that body language to Dr. Phil. When in the panel, when the behavioral panel, I think that's what it's called. Whenever they brought up the Cornbread Mafia, that was just really intense. My thoughts are maybe she was just like, they brought up like a mafia, and that just kind of like was like, oh crap, I mentioned the mafia when we did the prank call. I don't know, because she mentioned the mafia took Dawn to Boston. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we were talking. California, did you bring that up or to Christina?
I think
I'm
Christina.
not for sure.
Okay.
I brought it up on different podcasts or live streams or whatever.
Maybe
but
we all have.
I don't know. For
No,
sure.
but it's a good
that's the
point.
thing.
Yes, I
She
think
brought that
there's.
up. Go ahead.
No, I think there's something to that. Yes, go ahead.
I do too. I think that she thought about that like instantly, and I think she was just like, "Oh, maybe they're catching on." Kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So what was your like, I was gonna say inner peace because I saw inner peace. what was your takeaway? Like what do you think about the conclusion? Do you agree with Dr. Phil?
No.
Ashley?
I don't. I think that Candus could have even lied about the time that Summer went missing. I think that maybe she could have gone missing sooner than when she called Dawn or anything. What, baby? But yeah, I definitely think there's something going on. Also, my 3-year-old son, Kaiden, he thinks Summer is his girlfriend, so he sees her and kisses the phone and stuff. It's really cute.
Cute.
Yeah,
but do you think maybe that she just didn't know she was missing before? Now that I hear this scream that might have been an hour and a half before Candus was yelling, I think Candus didn't even realize she was missing until maybe way after.
I don't either. I think it was a good bit later that she realized that Summer was missing. I don't think it was right away at all.
And she says 2 minutes. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, there's no way it was 2 minutes.
No way.
I love you too, Kai.
Oh, Kai.
He's trying to be really cute right now because he hears me talking to other people, so he's trying to show off. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been really interested in this case since it started, and I really, really, really want justice for this little girl. She deserves it so much.
4 months, man. I can't believe they haven't found her yet.
I know. I saw somebody mention that maybe she was in like a tree. Like somebody put her in a tree. That was an interesting takeaway. Because that would be, I mean, depending on the hollow trees or whatever, that would be an interesting.
Oh, in a tree?
Yeah, in a tree, like the whole like tree itself. I thought that would be an interesting concept. I don't know though. There's a lot of.
Would you smell it? Wouldn't you like start smelling?
You would think so. Unless it was like pretty far away. I mean, because isn't the land behind them like pretty large?
Maybe it would make more sense hearing that like to a local.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
That's true.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of land and a lot of
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of things. I
but
mean,
if the trees are big enough around, like they would have to hollow out the. You're talking about like that.
Yeah, there's already dead trees. There's a lot of dead trees out there, like owls go in. Dead trees.
Oh yeah, duh. But would it be big enough to fit? Like
she's
tiny.
She's tiny. I mean, anything's possible.
Wow.
I mean, with the Barry Morphew case, there's speculation that he possibly like chopped her up and with
I heard that too.
And like put her under a tree. So
or strung her. I don't even know.
Man.
True that.
So he's out, Barry, right? Is he out on bond? Like, what's he
Oh, yeah,
doing?
he's out.
Does he have a bracelet or a what's it called?
an
Like
ankle
a-
monitor. Yeah, he has one on.
But
I cannot
it
believe
doesn't get.
that is so weird to me that they let him out and he's
Me
like,
too.
remember-
I can't believe it.
They said that it doesn't get like service. That like
What?
his ankle monitor where he is.
Yeah,
They
doesn't he
can't
have to
track
drive
him.
and check in every day?
Yeah, because he's staying at the Airbnb, a friend, a neighbor from the original house.
Right.
He's literally like next door.
Yeah.
really close. I hear the little guy.
Yeah.
And it won't register there. So he has to drive to his other house where Shoshana is living. And he's
Yes.
But does that mean he could leave and they wouldn't know? Like they can't track him?
Practically. Unless
Yes.
they would like, I mean, if you want to get really like technical, they could like check his car GPS and stuff like that. But I mean,
yeah,
It's just ridiculous. They
yeah,
should
they
put like
could monitor him in other ways, but it's just kind of insane that he's even out.
I know that something doesn't seem right about that.
And I'm just surprised about how his daughters are just so okay with it. Like, if my father done something to my mother, even like hit her, I'd be like, dude, like you gotta go. Like, stop. What, baby?
Wonder if they might be in denial, you know.
I have a question. So they released the Dawn 911 call, but they haven't released the Candus one. Is that right?
But
I
I
don't know, I
thought
didn't hear
Candus
them.
did call 911. Am I wrong?
No,
they
I
said
think
she did.
Yeah, she called after. She supposedly called Dawn first and then called 911, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said that, but they've never.
Why is there a time problem?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why is there a problem narrowing down the time if we have 2 911 calls and a scream? Like,
Because maybe they didn't release it, so we don't know the time. We're just hearing what they're saying. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe the law enforcement knows the time, but maybe they just, since they didn't release that, then we're hearing Dawn getting confused at what time. So we just don't know, because the law enforcement, it really doesn't tell us any details, you know?
Right.
And now I'm thinking maybe it's because of, Ronnie Lawson. Maybe he's not very good, or he has some kind of personal thing against them, or something's going on with that.
who was the original cop on this, though? Remember?
Sorry
And
about that,
he-
guys.
I don't know the original.
Yeah, there
cop.
was.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
the
know?
younger guy with the mustache.
No,
He was the original
Wait, let me think.
guy, and he resigned from the case. Maybe Chat knows.
Oh, you guys,
Chat might know.
I think you're right. I think I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did all the original interviews, and he resigned. Why?
Yeah.
Huh, that's
I don't know. Barry
weird.
has a history of trying to pay people off, so
Something's.
Wow. Let's see if chat. I'm gonna look at chat and see. I'm so behind on chat right now. I'm like, keep scrolling forever. What the heck? Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
I can't see.
Name makes perfect sense. Look, okay, Cricket says they have found lost kids in hollow trees before. Something about it being a primal instinct to get into a tight place. Oh, you mean
Kids
like
do
a kid
like
that's
that.
actually getting stuck? Wow,
I don't like it though. Ugh.
No, I hear you, but sorry.
it's okay. Yeah,
I hear the cutest little voice.
he really is.
Aw.
If it wasn't dark in here, I'd get on camera. But he's really on my lap right now, just up in it.
Aw.
And then that.
And our
Loves
Renee
watching
J
true crime
used
with
her monthly
So sad.
chat to say something. I'm trying to find her
Wait,
comment.
where?
We can only see it on like YouTube side, so I'm trying to find. Renee J said, "Summer deserves justice." I wanted to put it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Put up some comments. Yeah.
I can't find it. Why?
Okay, I'm gonna play that other video. About the creators. I'm curious what they said about it. You guys want to hear that?
Me too. Yeah,
All
let's do it.
Thought in the news business was that everyone has a story. Social media has opened the door to a change, and now it seems everyone has a chance to tell a story, any story, and that's been the case with the search for Summer Wells. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel reports on how YouTube has given a new outlet to crime junkies with an investigative flair.
Yeah, you don't have to be on TV anymore to broadcast your message out to the masses. Just search YouTube for Summer Wells, Hawkins County, or, well, anything related to the case of the missing 5-year-old. Click and you'll find theories, outlandish accusations, and even live debate. It's all right there online. But there are some people who say they are out there doing this for the good. I found a pair of content creators who tell us they just want to stick to the facts.
We really are appreciative of social media because it gave us a voice. And we didn't know our voice was going to be as strong as what it was.
On a walk down Ben Hill Road, YouTube
That's
content
bad.
creators Cam and
But yeah, we
Allison
got-
Hillman are welcome figures here alongside the Wells family property.
You've been here quite some time. You've covered a couple of different things. But you have had permission to be on the property here on the Wells family
Correct.
property.
Yes.
We were invited in, and they were very welcoming to us.
Okay, guys, we're right here where the flowers are.
Their channel is Cracking
Grandma's
Cases.
camper.
They've had complete access to the Wells property and covered ground their online competitors haven't.
So we came out here and we filmed the trails that lead onto and off of the property. Some of them, we covered the dog trail, which is one place that's been talked about a lot in this case.
For your average person, this is interesting, yes, but it isn't a hobby. They say it's all work and helps to keep Summer's story out there.
It's a lot of good that goes into it. It's a lot of work. It's a full-time job. You know, you said we'll go into the negative parts of it too, which are very stressful and strainful.
Interest in Summer and competition for clicks goes well beyond our community. Regular posts from other content creators come from as far away as the West Coast or even England.
I think that as far as viewers go, I think that they really trust what we're doing and they know that we're local, and so that gives a different perspective, especially with other YouTubers, because we are local.
We're called boots on the ground.
Yeah, we're boots on the ground here.
And their hearts are as close to this case as their zip code.
This is basically why this case hit close to home for us, is because we have a little girl that is the same age as Summer. So it really lit a fire in us, something in this community. Some more of the boys' toys.
YouTube investigators are their own invention. It wasn't a vocation or interest even just a few years ago. Technology changes everything, and this change has had its bumps in the road. Some, though, truly try to make YouTube better and more honest.
I mean, there's a lot of drama happening. There's a lot of fighting between creators, and that has to stop. It's not about us. It's about these kids. It's about these missing people.
When we say this is a job, for some it is. There are content creators who do this full time and earn what they can by saying what they feel. Allison is a full-time nurse and Cam is a part-time mechanic. You can find plenty on YouTube, including our very own News Channel 11 postings when you search Summer Wells. In Johnson City, Ansley Daniel.
Okay, interesting. Not what I thought. I thought we were gonna get a little more into, I don't know, but we got a few more people I'm going to add up. Hold on. Let me remove this. So we got, Dabby's back up. She was up earlier. Hey, Debbie.
Hello, you guys.
Hello.
Hi, Daddy.
How are
Hi,
you?
sweetheart.
Sorry,
How
guys.
precious.
You just won't go to bed.
By the way, I found his name. It was Tim Coop.
Whose name?
The
Remember
first
the cop I said? Who
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember.
I
don't know,
remember
can't think
that.
of-
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you, Debbie? Do you have
Well, I am wondering if y'all can talk some more about the neighbor. What's her name? Like Jody Sue?
Yeah, Jody Sue.
I watched, well, it's been a while and my memory's not that great. Sorry. But I watched a whole string of her videos. Very difficult to understand the woman, but another YouTuber, very small YouTuber, like I saw one, there's 53 viewers, but she talked about some of Jody Sue's videos and kind of helped interpret. So then I went back and listened and could understand it a little more. Do you know it's the neighbor that heard the scream?
Yeah, we just watched it. The one we just watched the
Okay.
interview, right? Yeah, we just watched it.
I was trying to find stuff and I turned off the show, so I
that's so
don't know
crazy
what you guys
because we were
did.
just watching it that you brought that up. Yeah, we watched it, and it makes me mad because the Lawson's not taking that serious, thinking it doesn't have anything to do with Summer.
Do you
How
do
is
you
it-
know about the woman?
Huh?
Do you know about her?
No, but I don't think her
Okay,
personal story has anything to do with what she heard. But go ahead. What do you mean?
She's involved with a very bad group, and she had a video where she called It's a secret type of thing. And she called for people to come and join her to run in the woods. But they had better know how to run and see in the dark and not be wussy and to be fast running in the woods. And she referenced her name to a high upstanding woman in the KKK. Now, we don't know for sure of anything, but you can watch Jody Sue's video where she was calling for people that she said, I didn't know they were coming into town, but they're coming into town. So use this right now as your invitation to come join me. And we're going to hit the woods hard running, and you better be able to keep up and don't wimp out and all this.
But I don't know what's the point to look for Summer. I'm confused what you're saying now.
We
Like,
don't know what she was saying. That's the woman that lives right by, and they're talking about Cornbread Mafia or this group or that group, and people think, well, this is silly that there's not all these groups. The neighbor at
definitely
the
are.
bottom of the hill just put out, a while back, a video of calling people into her group that she used a name like it could be attachment to KKK. Okay, so if that's wrong, it might be the Cornbread Mafia. I don't know. It's a group running around the woods at night. Okay, and then during the time that Summer came up missing, she was on a mood-altering medication that she said on her video that it made her so hateful and grouchy. And she said, I could really hurt somebody bad. And I had to quit taking it. So during that time, she was taking this medicine. Now, then also can add to it, her some neighboring land that has been in the community gobs of generations got put up for auction, and somebody from a city bought it. She's furious and spitting mad. Watch her videos. This is the neighbor. She's just wanting so bad to run those people out of here and not to move in. She said they can't use a septic system. They can't use an in and out road. They can't do this and that. She's trying everything to get rid of these people.
Why though? I mean, is that?
She said, we don't want strangers around here. We don't want people from out of town. She said, these lands have been generation after generation. All of us here have been here for generations.
Okay. But so she's not talking about the wells though, right? You're not talking about the well. I mean, she doesn't feel that way to them, right? Because they've been there for a while.
She talks about the wells dawning nicely.
Okay. So as far as the
Candus.
Summer case though,
Not Candus.
I think she probably did hear the scream. As far as like what she said, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the scream? You think she's lying or something? Besides her being, her other issues, I'm going to focus on the Summer. Now, if she heard a scream and so did her son, like, I'm sorry, that needs to be taken seriously. I don't care about her history. Like, if she really heard it, at least look into it, because it doesn't sound like Ronnie's saying that he thinks she's lying. It sounds like he's saying that he thinks that it just doesn't have anything to do with the case, right? I'm going to add a new person up, Beautiful and Broken, real quick. Beautiful and Broken, are you there?
Hi, Beautiful and Broken.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can too.
How are you doing? You have a question, did you say?
No, I have a theory.
Okay. What is it?
And I'd like to be heard because no one will let me up on their panel or anything. And every time I do, I get interrupted. So, what I think happened is, remember when that video was out or it was on Facebook, where Candus and Robin were being like real close at church and wouldn't sit with Don and Candus and that? Remember when that was being said?
You mean Summer? and Robin? Or who do you mean? Say that again.
Grandis, Candus's mother, and Robin.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, you saying they wouldn't sit the family? I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, they would sit off all by themselves. Anyways, I don't know if I saw that on YouTube or Facebook. Anyways, I read something or heard something about it.
Okay, I didn't see that.
And the
Go
way
ahead, though.
Candus acted on Dr. Phil's show. Okay. Could it be Grandis and Robin got together and Grandis had Robin take Summer out of there because of the conditions and abuse and all that. And then Robin held her until Grandis could leave, and she picked up Summer and took her away from there, and then called Candus and let her know that that's what happened. And maybe that's why Candus was so standoffish with Dr. Phil, because she does know something. She wasn't involved in it. Neither was Dawn, but later on was told about it, and she's scared to let Dawn know because of abuse or something, or him hurting the grandma or throwing her off the property. I mean, is that a thing?
I mean, could possibly. So, do you think that law enforcement knows anything about it, or
No,
I just feel
I
like
don't
don't you think
think
they
Dawn
would have
knows.
found
No,
her?
I don't
though?
think Dawn. But didn't they say? Wasn't it said somewhere that Summer would have left with someone she knew, someone she trusted?
Yeah, I mean that's always
Okay, and what did they say about Robin? That Summer loved her and trusted her.
Yeah.
She would go with her willingly.
Oh
Would
yeah.
she not?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Not that they were doing it out of malice or to hurt Summer, but to save her, maybe.
That would be the best case, man. I hope you're right. Actually, that'd be great though. That she'd be still
I've
okay.
thought that since day one that Grandis did something like that. But then I said it to somebody else, and they said, "Well, they thought she was an abuser." Can we prove that? No, we can't.
Because but I mean, yeah, that's true. Because I was just gonna say, but do you think Grandis really,
I don't think Grandis is that nice.
Because it didn't like the way she brought up her kids. I feel like I don't know.
But people change too. People change. Maybe that's why she did it.
Nah, not
because
that
of the way
nice.
she did her own children.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I hope you're right on that. That would be like the best case scenario. I feel like that somebody's just took her to give her a better life, but yeah, I mean, possibly. I've heard some people think that actually.
Or maybe she did do it out of malice. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I think Grandis has something to do with it.
She was harassing Candus Jr., like Candace's adopted out daughter.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know? And then on top of that, I cannot cite my source right now, but recently, wasn't it said that she was not allowed to be around her other grandkids?
Yeah,
I've heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So why and what?
Yeah. Well, maybe she didn't do it for that reason, but maybe she did it for some other reason.
Yeah.
Didn't her sex offender brother just get out of jail in Indiana?
That's true too. Yeah.
A mental home or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
your
I don't know.
theory
Maybe
is
there's
just as
something
valid as anyone else's.
Bigger going on.
I mean, I'm trying.
It's a sweet theory, and I hope it's true.
Yeah, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird
I mean,
how
maybe
like
it
Grandis
was for the other
left
reason.
out of town. What's
I
that?
have thought about Robin too, though, because what were they saying on Dr.
Robin
Phil
is
about
weird.
that blue or teal car?
Wait, what? Say that
Yeah,
again.
on Dr. Phil, Candus was saying something about a blue or teal car, and then Robin came forward saying that she does have a blue or teal like minivan, something like that.
No. Robin came forward and said she had a red truck.
Was it the red truck? I'm sorry,
Yes.
I don't know, something mixed up
Yeah.
with that.
But that happened on Dr. Phil.
And then I heard she had 2 other vehicles
No,
too.
it's
So
in another group being said.
Yeah, I've seen
Whoa.
something like that.
Let me see something right back.
Wow. I did notice when Dr. Phil brought up the red truck, it did look like Candus gave him the worst look, but then she was looking at him like that kind of the whole time. But it just did, it struck me as like, wow, she's not liking that he said that.
From Candus.
She may,
Stink
very
eye.
uneasy. It's always like I'm
Maybe-
on like the edge of my seat, like I'm like nervous, like what's
Maybe
what's she gonna
too
say?
that Candace knows that Grandis took Summer and she's scared of her own mother. I mean,
that's possible.
Yeah.
I think she's scared. I could
she's
see her
scared
being
of her.
scared of her own mother, definitely. Yeah.
But I have thought from day one, because she left the day after, that she had something to do with it.
Weird.
That is weird.
That makes
she
no
did
sense.
leave.
A loving grandma wouldn't just up and leave.
Especially to be there for her daughter. I mean, that's what weirds me out the most, because I would want to be there and be there for my grandchild and my child and their family.
At the worst time ever, especially when she's already gone through it. So she knows what it feels like.
Right, exactly. She knows what it's like to lose a child. So why would she, I don't know. Yeah, that's very true.
Really weird.
I've always thought she had something to do with it. And no one will listen to me. No one will listen to me. They're like, no.
No, there's a lot of people that said that. No, you're not the only one. Not a lot. I mean,
no, I'm not.
I've seen people in the group or in the live.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like other panels is like, no.
Okay.
Or they tell me I'm crazy or whatever.
Really? Wow. Huh,
That's crazy. I like exploring theories myself. So
yeah, a lot of channels are all about one theory only. That's it.
Yeah.
And then
I can't do that. I change my theory every week or two.
I do too.
Me too. The more I hear about it, the more I flop.
And we
It
have to
bothers
try
me
to
when I get
put them
interrupted.
together like a puzzle.
Yeah. This case is wow. I don't even know.
Zavgirl, I hope you get a chance to watch those videos, and then maybe we can all get together on another live and then some more things.
Yeah,
This
I'll
is
watch them.
great.
I have to be careful because of on certain channels I'm not gonna play, but I'm gonna go explore and see, because if she really did hear that, do you guys believe that she heard a scream, like that there was really a scream, or that she's making
I think
it up?
it's
But why would she
possible.
make it up? I mean, just
I don't
to be
see why.
like,
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to want to make up.
yeah.
And didn't her daughter also say she heard
She
it
did
too?
say,
So
according to that. No, according to Jody Sue, I've seen a video today where she said, "I don't like children. I hate children."
Yes, thank you.
yeah,
She said, "I don't like other people's children. I just don't."
Yeah. She don't want to be bothered.
I've heard
she
that, but I've
said.
never
She said
seen the
that,
video.
and her son was with her when she said it.
I think
All
they
right,
even
well-
said she could throw a kid off of a cliff.
Cliff, I've seen that.
Look at
Man, I hope they interview or they checked her out. Wow, if she really
I'm
saying that.
telling
But
she's
I'll
part of a gang.
Oh,
What
is that
a
why she
gory
said she
thing
was
to
on
want to
medication?
say about a child.
Has anyone ever looked up her criminal history? Start there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into
Start
her, and
there.
then maybe we'll do another video when wow, crazy.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, who are you thinking?
You.
Oh,
I tell you, but it's a different channel.
You're
I don't wanna
awesome.
No, I mean I really want to, because I'm just curious, because something just doesn't make sense here. It just doesn't make sense with. I feel like Ronnie
would
Lawson
tell
too.
you
I feel like
who
I
it
want to look
is,
into him,
but
because
I'm not going to disrespect you.
why is he so like stern on saying no, there was no abduction? Like it doesn't happen. Yes, it does. I don't understand
Yes,
why
it
you
does.
say
It happens a lot more than. Look at John Walsh's son.
He's related.
And look, especially with like families that like that lets their kids have more freedom,
Everybody
aren't
does.
always aware of where they're at. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the yes is definitely a possibility. I just
Look at
why is he
Heidi. It
saying
almost
that?
appears like who we talked about last night, that she was like abducted. Am I using the right term? Off the street.
Yeah. So what is
I'm
he even
paranoid
talking
now.
about? Is he like,
Yeah.
how is he even a sheriff if he doesn't realize that it happens and it could happen? And like, why does I'm just that's something. Is there something personal going on there that he's,
I don't know. I think there's some weird stuff going on with Lawson.
I do too. Now that you know,
I have something to say to you in Messenger about Lawson.
something what?
I can send you in Messenger about
Yes,
Lawson.
go ahead, definitely. Because I like to look into him. Because after I did that
It's
one
not
video,
about
where I
him,
took
but
him, people are like, you need to look into
if
Lawson.
you look into that name,
okay,
there's someone in jail with the name Brock Lawson II for
okay.
drugs.
Okay, so maybe you think it's a
From
relation though? There's probably
Rogersville.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure he could have somebody related to him in jail. That wouldn't be necessarily too weird. But I'm gonna bring up Miranda Sheba. Let's see if we could hear her this time. Miranda,
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna
yeah.
off.
I can hear you. Hi, Miranda.
Hi.
What's up?
Finally.
I
Thank
finally got it
you.
figured out.
Yes. What did you have to do?
I just Googled a bunch of things and then just read what people said to do. So we figured it out.
Good for you. You figured it out all yourself. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think Gigi, what he was saying is that he's almost saying like that there's no sign or evidence that there was an abduction, and that I feel like, didn't he say, I don't know the exact words, but basically that, no, I'm thinking of a creator that said that that everything has to line up perfectly for somebody to be abducted. No, it doesn't. And that's like the perfect example, like, of parents that don't pay attention to really their kids. They're out in the open. Somebody could take her easily. I think it's very possible. But does anybody know exactly how he said that? Zavgirl,
I thought you said it earlier.
What?
I'm sure.
Earlier in the show. I swear you said it.
Said what?
What Lawson said.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking. So he did say that, right? Like how I said.
I thought you said it earlier, like exactly how he had said it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not remembering.
Maybe, I don't know. Now I'm doubting myself because
I don't have like a specific theory, but I do think that it's weird.
Mariette, I don't know. Probably could be shipped to South Africa. I would think, yeah. I don't see why not. Did you ever try to go in there and see, like, put in the address? I think I've shipped to Australia. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I would say yeah. Okay, so wait, who said something? What did you say? Who just said something?
This is Miranda. I was just gonna say about the scream. I think, one, they shouldn't be discounting it, but two, how can they corroborate it?
I have heard some specialists talk about it, and I don't know if I believe it or not, but they said that the wells are up on a tall hill and that woman was down, and then there's like maybe a hill on the other side. So the sound would go more like from the top of this hill to straight ahead to the top of the next hill, but the sound wouldn't carry so well down into the valley. So that's one thing. Possibly her medication, because I was telling you she was on, and she has said it, so I'm not trying to spread rumors. She said it. She was on a powerful medicine. She's fighting cancer, and she's on some very powerful medicines, and she quit taking it. And she did a video about how she couldn't live like that. She had to stop it, and she's like was out of control. That's just all red flag, red flag, red flag. And I'm finally like, who is this woman?
Well, I wonder if it could cause auditory
Yeah, maybe.
No.
But the son heard it too, though. So
right.
Yeah, that's weird.
So
Okay,
Pigeon,
and
who
what?
are you? Hold on one second. Who are you
Yeah.
referring to? Aren't getting the correct information? Can you? Because you were backstage. I was trying to add you next, so you could come back if you want. If you want to explain it, what was wrong? I feel like maybe you were saying because something we said. Maybe I don't know. We're just kind of throwing out theories and trying to figure out things.
Yeah.
You know. And as far as Lawson, he basically said there was no evidence that there was an abduction. There was no I don't know. I don't think he used the word evidence, but it means the same thing. There's no like what's the word I'm looking for? Bella, help me. There's no something that there was an abduction.
But there was.
I know, that's what I'm
Dogs followed
I know,
the
that's what I'm
trail all the way down.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then
Why is he
stopped.
Yeah, why is he
Yeah,
saying that? That's my point.
Even
So-
if Alien got her at the end of the trail, that's still an abduction.
I know. It's like what do they think happened to her? What does he think? If he's not charging Don or Candus and she didn't get abducted, did she just vanish? I mean, that's not making any sense. Something happened to her. What are
people
you
don't just
freaking
disappear.
saying? Like that's why he's not. I'm sorry. Something is not right with what he's saying. It's making me mad now. The more I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because this is poor Summer. Like this is her life here.
A
And
5-year-old little girl.
If he didn't, this is what I'm afraid of. That when it first happened, he had his mindset like that, so they didn't investigate and try to look at it like an abduction. So maybe what if they could have found her then,
Right.
like earlier, because they didn't take that serious. That maybe she was taken. Like what?
He said no signs point to abduction.
Yeah, thank you.
That was
See,
no
like
sense
what
because
the
there's
heck?
no signs towards anything else either.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I just
Then what is
But
a
then he wants to
scream?
say that nothing is ruled out. But then how can you rule out an abduction so quickly?
Thank you. Yes.
It makes
Good
no
one.
sense.
Can we get him on here?
Let's do it.
I wish. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into
Okay,
him a little bit.
I have another thing. If anybody wants to try it, what about that? What was her name? Rose something that was involved with the sister's disappearance, and she helped. She
Rose
helped.
is the sister.
No, the other Rose. The mom.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
They all have the same names.
I know we got. Oh my God! Yes.
Dr.
Wow.
Phil said today that on the show we showed today, Candus or something like Candus, could it have been someone like maybe that has gone out of your life suddenly, that's usually there for you and suddenly gone? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And that brought me back to Grandis
Me too.
and Rose. Rose had an opportunity to take the child out. But I don't know where she would be from the time that something would have happened until Rose left.
When he said that, it also reminded me of Allie as well. Just left her life recently.
Yeah. She already left. They already were in a
Yeah, and she quickly
split.
Candus quickly said no. No, everyone's still. And then Dawn was like, "Well, the only people I could think of are people that are in, that I work with."
I don't know. It's
a cop out. It sounds like to me.
Well, I think that if Jody Sue is telling the truth, and I don't know why not, that she is involved in this secret society and running around in the woods, and it's all bad, and you got to be a bad butt to be in it, and all this, then maybe Candus has reason to fear. A lot of reason to be afraid. She could even be innocent, but know the kind of people in her neighborhood and scare the bejeebers out of her. How is she going to tell people? I'm thinking this is syndicate, this thingamabob, of people have they're backlashing me for being bad for this thing. She can't tell that. She'll be killed. And her boys, she might. That's what I'm wondering. A theory. I'm just guessing. I don't know anything, but I'm wondering.
She can pinch and Grammy. Come back up, because you're saying, I feel like you're just going against. I don't know who you're going against, but what we're saying. So can you come up? You were just here. I didn't get a chance to add you. What don't we know? Can you come up, or maybe you're not talking to us?
I don't think
she was backstage for a little bit, but I didn't have to. There's already so many people, and I wasn't able to get her up in time, and she left.
Come up, Cheek Pinching Granny, because I think you are agreeing with Zav. So and if you're not, that's fine too.
No, you don't have to agree with me, but I want to know what you're referring to, I guess.
Yeah, come up, Cheek Pinching. Don't pinch my cheeks. So.
I always hated that as a kid.
I tried.
My grandparents never did that. Like
my grandma did.
Did she? But that is typical. I mean,
Granny.
yeah, there's a reason.
Grandma, is that you?
That's funny.
Well, I know the things I say about Jody Sue, she's already said about herself. I've got this from her videos about her talking about herself. So she's not erased them. She's not not proud of
But I just
them.
don't think
She's
it has
proud
anything.
of
I don't know, because we think we're talking about two different things. Like, I'm just talking about the scream. That's the only thing I want to talk about her about. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to put the
unless if
Dr.
you
Phil
think she's
theory.
involved, is that what you're trying to say? I'm
kind of, I do kind of wonder, yes, but also because Dr. Phil brought up about Cornbread Mafia and Candus just absolute fell apart. So I'm trying not to let go of that thought and play with it.
But did you hear when we played that clip about the Cornbread Mafia? That's
no,
I don't think
stepped away.
They wouldn't be taking care. That's not what she's probably involved in. If you're saying she's running around that doesn't seem like there's two different things. So I don't think it's really. I think they're mislabeling it the Cornbread Mafia. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think they're involved.
I think it's just some kind of gang. I don't think
it could be that
who it is.
It scared Candus. It could also be that it does have nothing to do with Summer, but could have just terrified her that they even brought up this type of thing when she knows it's really in the community. But still, she could be absolutely the whole thing innocent, just scared. I would be scared. I knew
I'd be scared to let people know on Facebook that there's the KKK meeting in the woods too. So that's that's kind of I don't know about
I'm
that.
not going to want to talk.
That's
maybe. That's our whole point. We know it's not the Cornbread Mafia. We're saying that's not what we know. What we're learning about Cornbread Mafia, they wouldn't be taking kids. I mean, Kaz kind of turned me on to the Dixie Mafia, or looking into the Dixie Mafia. So that possibly, but I think it has to do with the whole mafia, that phone call. I do. I think maybe she just got nervous because of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
About
that was
what
my exact thought.
About what phone call? I don't think I
She
know
made
about
up
it.
the lie about
she did a prank call.
Don getting arrested, or Don getting taken by the Mexican mafia to Boston or whatever.
Yes.
I think that's what made her kind of nervous. Just the word mafia, not cornbread. It just it
triggered
just
something.
Her talk, it triggered something. It has nothing to do with that. I don't think the cornbread mafia necessarily, but just something made her nervous because she was talking about the Mexican mafia. About, do you remember that phone call that they made up this lie?
Yeah.
Stupid. I think the phone call was staged. Yeah, it was. That's what we're saying. It was just all. Oh wait, what do you mean by staged? I mean, we know it was just a lie. They were just trying to whatever. But I don't know if that's what you're talking about, staged.
I think that's what Cherry Bomb wants to say.
Yeah, does Cheek Prince and Granny? Do you want to come up or not? Come back. I'm curious because you have a lot to say. So come up and talk about it, because I feel like you're actually. We're thinking a lot alike, so
I feel like you could actually be helpful.
Everything I hear, I'm seeing you say, I feel like that's kind of how I feel. All right, I'm gonna go get a Tootsie Pop, and is I'm trying to think what else we could talk about with this case. Bella,
Make
why
sure to
don't
tell
you
us
try to?
what flavor, because I'm kind of craving those right
Yeah, hold on. I'll go
now.
get one. Hold on. I know there's the blue, I think is blue raspberry, red raspberry, then you have cherry, orange, and then the brown is like what?
You gotta reach
I'm
in and
living
just grab it.
vicariously through you.
I should. I've already had like 3 or 4 of them today, you guys.
Wait,
I would eat the whole
today?
bag. I have no shame.
What time is it?
It's 12:30. You
It's
and this
12:30
like
here too.
because this is actually tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my lollipop then.
Bella's like a little imp.
I've been waiting. Yeah. So chickpea pinch and Granny come up.
Ladies, what do you picture them doing with all the liquor bottles that you imagine they might accumulate over time?
Recycle? What do you mean?
Them?
I don't know what you, I don't know what you mean.
Make
Did you guys
candles.
notice that
Shannon.
when the police came and the day she was abducted and they showed pictures all around, I never saw not even one liquor bottle. Could you imagine there would be wrong? Why weren't there liquor bottles in around that fire pit they hang out at, or laying on the back porch step?
Maybe they're
Not
chucked.
step, but
Into
porch.
the bush.
Now, where's the bottles? I wonder if they have a place like an open cave or something. They ran and threw them in, and could Summer have fallen in it?
Oh.
Kind of cleaned up before the cops got there.
I mean,
Like,
anything
how
from
they have
trash.
time? When did they have time to do that?
Do they burn their trash, or do they got trash pickup there? Do you know?
Gosh, I know they had trash pickup, but then they stopped it. So I don't know what they did after that.
Yeah, I don't know with that area either.
But they don't throw away stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You either burn it or it's picked up or littered everywhere. But no, I mean like trash, you know, kitchen.
Yeah, hoarders have problems getting rid of stuff like that. So
Yeah,
why?
but you got, like,
Why
you
was
know-
it gone? And I mean, it's such a silly thought in my mind, but I can't shake it.
Which
Yeah,
thought? The
Oh my
bottles?
God, true, Lisa.
Anything's possible at this point. You
Bella
know.
did say that.
Okay, let's see.
Could she been in a container with some of them? And no.
What do we talk
Bella.
about? Trash? What's going on? I'm seeing everybody in chat talking about some trash, so I must have missed something. What's going on? What were you guys talking about?
Oh, I love it. They break them over each other's heads.
That means the questioning bottles. The drinking bottles. Where are they?
Wait, what
Yeah,
drinking bottles?
where they get
Wait,
drunk.
what? Oh,
She's wondering if like they bury them and maybe.
what do you
Summer went.
mean? I'm confused. Why? How?
No,
Why do you know
I
they're
don't
missing?
know.
Wait, why are you? How do we know there's bottles missing? Didn't they just throw them away? I'm confused. What you guys are talking? What? This isn't making sense. Let's get back to the case. I'm so confused. What?
Don't you think that they drink outside? Because they're outside most of the time, but there's not one liquor bottle anywhere. Not one. And they got trash all over the place. The nastiest mattresses. They got everything everywhere. But not one liquor bottle. Maybe they don't drink much? Or they really clean up their trash?
At least they're liquor bottles.
Anyway,
I'm
I don't even know,
wondering-
but they probably just make. I don't know. Maybe they make their drinks inside and they just throw them away. I don't know. They're
Maybe
probably
it was
inside.
more of a drugging time than a boozing time.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's what was in the shed and he wouldn't let Chris go in. I got it loaded full of
Yeah, I'm
liquor
surprised
bottles.
on that one.
Why do you think they saved their liquor bottles? I don't
I can't imagine
Probably
them
one of them.
throwing them away. I just
Oh,
Well,
okay, Gigi.
if
Yeah,
they
me.
get cans instead of like bottles, they could always like take them and sell them because you actually can do that. So
Yeah,
for the
that's a good
aluminum, so
point.
they really
Maybe,
could
yeah,
make money from it.
yeah. So Gigi, but do you think the son made up that too, though, as far as her being not credible? Like, did they just both made up the whole scream? Maybe, yeah, possibly,
Well,
maybe.
maybe she's lying about the son hearing it because, and maybe bless you, she
I mean,
told
yeah,
the
we've never
son,
heard the son say it.
Say this or whatever. Who knows?
Do you
Can we
know
do?
she said that she was so sick and so miserable that the children had to help her to get to the door and be able to stand there to listen to all the stuff going on. And then as she's telling the story, she got feistier and feistier and then was out there listening to all the searchers, what everybody was saying. She knows what everybody's driving. She's out there helping. She's walking in the field. She's up by the creek. She wasn't hurting anymore suddenly. Now, I don't believe hardly anything out
That's a
of that
good
woman's
point,
mouth.
though.
And the bottles, what about, they say, this part, I don't know if it's true, that social services were supposed to come that day. So maybe
next day,
Yeah, they probably cleaned
the
up
next
that
day,
then.
maybe that's why the bottles are gone.
Maybe they at least started
Can
cleaning.
we just
Yeah.
really quickly just say a prayer for our fabulous Love and Coco's fur baby, because Love and Coco gives us so much, you guys,
Oh,
and
yes.
always is showering us with attention, and she's a doll. Love and Coco, prayers for your fur baby. I don't know what happened to just, I'm seeing it in chat.
What?
Yes, love,
Something
good
wrong?
vibes and prayers to your
Gosh,
your
definitely.
baby.
Wow.
Let me see.
Well, you guys, I think we're kind of veering off the case, so I might just end it. Because a lot of people are like, we're making a huge
It's
out
your
of nothing.
puppy, by the
Yeah,
way.
'cause I know we're
getting
just being goofy, but I don't think the bots have anything to do with anything. But I do want to look into Jody Sue a little bit more because just curiosity. If I just really want to know if she really did hear that scream because I
Me
don't know, it's
too.
just
That's
bothering
like
me.
a really interesting factor to me in this.
It is, and then they said it was about an hour and a half, basically before maybe Candus went out looking if the news got it accurate timing. So that's kind of interesting because that means that she didn't know for that long, maybe. So that could be actually a good piece of evidence if people would take that serious. If Lawson would take that serious, maybe and look into it, at least look into it more, maybe.
It doesn't seem like he wants to take things seriously in the matter that they need to be, like the abduction theory. That is such a big thing. Like, how can you rule something out?
Yes.
But you're saying nothing was ruled out. Nothing makes sense with what he's saying at all.
It doesn't. And why isn't he taking that serious? Why? Is there something personal? Is there something? Well, we're getting a bunch of people. Shoot, I did kind of want to end it, but I guess
Oh my God.
I'm starting to get tired. No, because now you guys want to all show up. When I'm saying
I'll go so that other people can take
it's
their
not
turn.
even about that. I'm just getting tired. But no,
They
let's
heard about the bottles and came running.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's getting that part where everybody. So we got Tennessee. We'll just say hi a little bit to everybody, and then I don't know. It is going on almost 4 hours, and I feel like I don't know why. I'm kind of
Wow.
That's how
but this has been awesome, guys. You guys have brought up some really good points. Made me think of the whole phone call mafia thing. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things where I was like, wow, yes, I didn't think of it. Now I can't think of what they were, but I know you guys have made me think. Definitely made me realize a lot of things. Tennessee, say hi.
Yes.
Hey guys.
Hey.
There she is.
Hi, Tennessee.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm glad you came up. Did you get my text last night? I was like, you should come up. Now I wish you would have came up earlier.
Sorry.
Tell us
I've
about
been
Tennessee
out
and your
tonight.
idea.
What's your idea, Tennessee?
Well, can I
What
first
you
say
think about
something?
everything? She's like, I don't have an idea.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
What is it the people in chat can't understand? Don't mention other creators.
Oh, why are they? I'm missing it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Please stop.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're probably wondering why they're getting timed out, and it's because they're mentioning other creators. Please stop. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know how else the mods can explain it except stop, or they're gonna
Okay.
time you out. Okay, that's
Y'all
all.
made
Thanks.
TN come up here to tell y'all to not talk about. That's how many times she had to say it,
Wow.
guys.
No,
Come
that's
on.
good. I'm glad now that everybody could hear, because maybe some of them were missing that. So at least now they really have no excuse. You're telling them. So anybody that didn't see, maybe, because
Yeah,
I
you
can see
can
how you can
hear it
see like
now.
maybe miss a chat, but yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's just because like you could get into trouble, even if it's good or bad. Like I've already had an issue when I first started my channel. Mentioning another channel in a good way got me into trouble. Actually,
Even
I'll
good
tell you a
things
story
can
later,
cause
but
drama.
swear to God, it did. It turned into a person going over to the other live saying that we're talking crap about.
Yeah.
And I really like this person. I always talked good about this other creator. So I made that rule. No, we're not doing it. Good or bad. We should
No,
stop.
I don't blame you for that.
That's fair.
So that's why that rule's in place, guys. So just try not to. I know I screw up sometimes, and sometimes I have to say something. And it's not like if you do, no big deal. I mean, just don't repeatedly. If we say, hey, don't, then just don't keep doing it. It's probably gonna happen a little bit where you forget, but just once Tennessee reminds you, because she's pretty good at it, just be like, oh, okay.
Well, I've been in and out tonight, but I've been popping in and out because I've received several text messages.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do another one. We should do another panel on this because it was a good turnout, and you should come up to begin with, because Tennessee is kind of around that area, right? How far away are you from?
Well, I'm not good with miles, but it's about 2 hours from me.
Oh, okay, but still, it's yeah.
Yeah.
You went driving that area that one.
Oh yeah,
She dropped everything. Yeah, she dropped
Yeah.
everything for us and went out there and took pictures and did when this case was first breaking.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Can we revisit those pictures next time?
Yeah, really. I'd love that.
Tennessee, do you still have them? I have to go back through my emails. I probably have them somewhere in my files.
Yeah, somewhere.
But maybe I could go and like search your name through the emails and then re-download them, because they're probably like way down because it was a long time ago. Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be really cool to see, because I haven't heard of that. That's awesome.
I'm thinking about going back.
You should. Why you should try to
It'd be
go and like
interesting to
maybe
see how
talk to
different
some of the.
things too. Sorry.
Wait,
Talk
go
to
ahead.
Lawson.
Yeah, go to Lawson, straight to a 6.
Will you? Can you think you could? Oh, God.
The sheriff's
Me
office.
and Bella's had a little discussion, hadn't we, Bella?
Yeah, we have.
About Lawson?
About something. We'll tell you later.
Okay, but so maybe you can. Hold on, let me think. Because you could go in there, and then would he be in there? I don't know. That would be.
I'm planning it.
Request him or call
planning
him,
it here.
make an appointment.
Yeah, make an appointment. Be like, I just want to talk to you about the case, and then be like, I have some concerns. I just want to know why. Why don't you think that's an abduction? Because we really think. Like, what do you think happened? She just disappear? Just, I don't know. Ask some questions.
Right. I don't
Well, I
understand
was
how
there
no one
when they
even
were
asked
searching.
that question.
You were there.
I was there when they were searching, and I was actually where they were stationed, and I asked then. And they wouldn't say anything. I mean, they were so tight, but they were still searching. So
Right. And it's an open investigation. I understand, but that's just weird.
It is. Are they still searching? Is there still search parties at all? I know it's not as big, but is there still
I hope
some?
so.
Not that I know of.
There's a
The
new
last I
kind of
heard, the
search.
person was off.
There is a new search going on that
Oh,
is online and not on ground. It's a
Okay.
group of people, and I don't know the
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, the group of people there, they get points
I
for
don't know if we're allowed to
finding
say it.
people
Yeah.
or something
Yep.
on the
I
dark
did.
web.
Oh,
Dark
okay.
web.
That's scary.
Jordan
Squall
says that
Tit.
dive team just did a new search. Where at? Oh, is that the one where they did it in the pond there? I saw like a picture of that. Is that what you're talking about or no? Oh no.
Squall
They said
Tit.
they won't do it anymore.
Oh.
Email. Sorry, guys. I just want to, before Squall Tit leaves, email Zav if you have those videos for her. Email her and hopefully you have her email. The mods will probably drop it. Email her the videos.
And Debbie, will you email me the link to those Jody interviews?
Yeah.
Just email me if you can.
And
Okay,
just put
so
the link out where I can.
too much
look it up.
yapping. What? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm getting. Okay.
Isn't that the point?
I know we're just kind of winding down. Yeah, I'm over it. All right, let's. I think I'm gonna end this before I start. I'm just getting
It's
that
been fun.
irritated point. But no, it has been though. You guys have been great.
Amazing.
It's been yes, definitely.
I had a lot of fun with you guys.
I hope you guys come back up another time when I do it, like open panel. Come back up and
I had fun with you, and all your panel was wonderful.
Yeah, your panel was fun.
Y'all are
guys.
precious.
I don't know how to exit, so
I'll do it. Okay, I'll do
You
it.
know,
Hold on
I
a
had
second.
to look. It's at the
Remove
bottom
me.
of
Yeah,
your
I kind of don't
screen.
either. I'm just here. This is my first time.
Okay, so I removed one. You remove. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
California
Thank
Thunder, nice
you.
to meet you. Debbie, nice to meet you. And wait, hold on, I missed Ashley. Nice to meet you. And where'd Tennessee go?
Where'd Chien go?
I don't
She
know. I
probably
didn't
X'd
remove her.
herself.
I don't think she maybe
Oh
did it
man.
herself.
Oh wait. She's right here.
Oh, bye, Tennessee. Oh, she keeps exiting. Is she doing that, or did you?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine. I was saying by one, removing. So I was just.
Thank you,
Candy
KLM.
from Branda's script, maybe. Oh, I don't know, KLM, but thank you. Yeah, I forgot about that candy that they gave her. Oh, you have one. What's your flavor?
Cheers. It's strawberry.
Cheers.
Wait.
Tennessee, do you have one?
No,
Chien.
sorry, I don't have one of those.
Waving lollipops.
All right, you guys. It's been real. It's been fun. What was I gonna say? I was gonna respond to a comment though that somebody said. Hold on. Oh yeah, when was I rude? I don't know, John. No, you weren't rude. You've been fun actually. Did somebody call you rude? I think you've been funny. You've been making me laugh. I've been catching your comments. No, I don't think you've been rude, but I don't know. I'm not in the conversation as far as I miss a lot in chat, so I don't know what's been going on. I'm trying to kind of keep up, but you don't even know.
I've been lost all night. I'm
All
off
right,
tonight.
I'm
I'm sorry.
But you are.
I love you, Dragonfly.
Okay. Where's Dragonfly? All right. Yeah. Thanks, Bella, for coming and.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks. I think you just emailed me that. Thank you for emailing me that, the Jody Sue. All right, yeah, Tennessee, come up earlier next time. You did that last time too. You waited to the last minute when I was ending. Remember?
Well, I kind of was out tonight, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm home now though, so yeah.
Friday night.
Man, I want your social life. I have none anymore.
Dude, drive out here. We'll pick up TN on the way.
Actually, though, I have a plan that Anna Crawford, she's I haven't seen her in chat lately, but we've been emailing, and Ohio Italian lady are going to first get together for coffee to meet each other first, and then we're going to go on our haunted adventure, our first haunted adventure. I don't know where we're going to go first. We're trying to plan it out.
Excited.
So I'm nervous because you don't never know. I mean, I don't know who these people are. I mean, I don't want to say these people, but it's nervous when you meet somebody online before. And so we're going to keep it at coffee at first and then make sure that we're all legit, and then, I don't know. So that'll be fun, you guys, because Anna actually has a ton of like equipment because she was like on a team, like a ghost hunting team. She's like naming all this stuff. I'm like, geez, you are prepared. I don't even like, what do I bring? What should I get? She's got like, it seems like she knows what the heck she's talking about. So she'll probably be able to lead.
Weren't you scared though? Like
scared? What are you
gonna attack? Like I'm scared something's gonna attach to me and I'm gonna bring it home. That's just no luck.
Oh my god. Yeah, now I am.
I think that we're just ending, you guys. So we're just winding down, but only because Tian's like family.
Yeah. Oh, as people are back. You guys, I am gonna end it. Will you come up next time? Because we're already going on 4 hours, and I feel like we're at that delirious point where I don't want to
gotcha.
like sounds stupid. I'm not UTN. I'm talking about. I think there's people in chat saying they're backstage. I see one, but I don't see the other one. But I think so. No. It's fine because I am gonna end it.
Pops, Gigi. Mine's a blow.
But come up next time a little bit earlier.
I will.
Yeah, I feel like we're at that delirious stage where I don't want to just keep going on about. I don't know. I'm at that point where it's about that time.
It's
right.
The blow pops are calling.
Yeah.
So has Villa got the blow pop and Zav's got the Tootsie Pop? Is that what
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Did you just shake your blow pop at your Tootsie Pop at me, Zav? She's muting.
Shook it? No, I was going. Yeah, because
shake
you
it.
were doing it.
I know.
I'm ready to bite mine, so I gotta go.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, guys. And thanks for all the panel. You guys are awesome. Seriously, you guys. Yes, you made me realize a lot of things. So thanks. Yeah. So Sulfur Music. Hey, and Gina. Yeah, you could say one thing, but you're not backstage though. I know. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I have to go to the bathroom. I gotta bite this, and so. Just come back next time earlier, please. And so it'll be because it took a while to get people to initially. Well, no, we got a couple people right away, and then people. And that always happened. That happened last time when I was ending. There was a few people that came, and you guys didn't know. It's not your fault, but it's already almost 4 hours, and I got these lights. They start to give me a headache, but
The mods are the best. Thank you guys so much.
But are you saying something in chat? Okay, great panel discussion. Oh, sure, no problem.
You were,
but
Gina,
I really don't see you backstage. But all right. So, but that's fine. Yes, come back, definitely, Gina. Because I've realized there's a lot of people that want to chat about this case. So yeah, I'll watch those Joes, and then. We'll try to pick like a specific topic, like we did the Dr. Phil, and try to maybe look at an interview, look at the Jody ones. It looks like there's new stuff coming out now because of this Dr. Phil. So there's going to be a lot of what is it called, like action or like because when Dr. Phil does a show, it brings new attention. It brings maybe new interviews come out and new attention. Yeah. So and I've definitely covered this case since the beginning, and so we'll definitely be talking about it. But I might do like tomorrow or coming up, do those 2 missing girls from Ohio. Yeah.
And actually there's like a lot of stuff that you have on your itinerary that you need to do. So guys, look for it.
I already forget some of it, Bella. I need to write it down. I know there was something we were just talking about today, and I already forget. I'm so mad. Oh, you got to text me. This is horrible. There's a couple things, right?
You need a whiteboard.
I know, but where do I put it? I don't have room anywhere.
What do you mean? You could.
I don't know. Yeah, I have my green screen. I still have to hook up, guys. But like then I'm gonna miss this. So like once I put it up, the thing is wait, why did you go black?
I didn't. Why did it go out? Is it dead now? Great, guys, don't buy this. I don't know why it's dead. Oh, maybe it turns off after.
Oh,
maybe it has a timer and it's like you went 4 hours. You're done.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be dead.
No.
All right, thanks mods too. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Scout and Choir, Diana, Tennessee, Sulfur Music. Who else was here? Libra. Who else? I know I'm always missing some. Well, I think Weird Mom was here for the beginning. I don't know if she's still in here. Who else? Bella?
I think everybody. Scout was here. Diana Wright was here.
Scout, Diana. I said them too. Right?
Cement Shoes, I believe, was here early.
Oh, no? I didn't see Cement Shoes. Okay.
Was that yesterday?
Maybe. I know. I feel like I am missing a couple more mods that were in here. Hey, Sandy Beach.
Yeah, Sandy Beach.
If I missed you, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sarah. I saw Sarah. Sarah. God, I saw her earlier, and once again, I didn't say hi. I always forget, and she's probably not here anymore. I'll see her, and I forget to say it. That's horrible. Sarah, are you still here? I'm sorry.
Soul for Music.
I said soul for music.
There's Dark Sea. She's mine. You and
Yeah,
Dark Sea
Dark
are
Sea.
mine. My mods.
Yeah, I'm a sucker now. Shut up.
You're the mod that falls asleep.
I know. I'm horrible.
Well, you guys, that's fair though. But my channel is a sleeping channel, so it's fine. Like it's not like she can fall asleep. Guys, I can't. What am I gonna do? Be in the dark? What's going on? Thank you, She Builder, for coming. Did we get to talk to She Builder? Yes, we did. Awesome. You're mute. Are you muted?
But wait, you did figure it out, and then did I end it? You dropped off again, didn't you, She Builder? I just realized that because you were on, and then all of a sudden you weren't on.
Love and Coco.
What happened? Remind me. Oh, Love and Coco. Yes, Love and Coco.
And we're gonna do a prayer for you tonight for sure, right before bed. For your little baby.
Thanks, John. I'll try again. Yeah, you dropped off again, right? When you said you Googled it, you figured it out, and then I feel like then you disappeared again. Come back, yes, because I mean you could figure it out, like how you're good at that. You said you Googled it, and what did you say? People were telling you or whatever, and you figured it out. So that's pretty good because some people wouldn't even really know how to do that.
I know.
So yeah. Christina Nicole, thanks for you
come
did
back
great.
next
That was
time.
awesome. Come back next time. You were awesome. Hey Ronan.
Christina. That feels like yesterday that you were on.
I know it does because it was like wow. Thanks, who knows? Jody Sue Brown. I'm gonna write that down. Thanks.
Yes. Do that and then send them to me because I don't have Facebook and we can talk about it. Thank you, who knows?
Thank you. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. We're peace out. Who does that? Like peace.
I don't know.
Famous person like bye, see ya. Or is that some like YouTubers? I don't know. But bye, guys. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.